lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
To open league play. An offense that scores 40 a game, a defense that allows 7. This ought to be fun here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aaron, you alluded to it right out of the gate here. We're extremely curious to see how does the West Holmes offense match up with that TY Tiger defense. And then the other side of that, I know this is Captain Obvious, Ben, Mansfield's offense, can they put up a few points on that West Holmes defense, because they're pretty stingy that way as well. And I know we're going to kind of play behind the numbers here as we go, but this is the game of the week. There is no doubt about that. 3-0 potential OCC championship on the line tonight this early in the year.
Tell you what, glad to team up with our friends at the OH.REPORT tonight. Travis Brody and crew in the booth. Nice crowd filing in here at Arlin Field on a great weather night here for week number 4. And let's talk about the matchup a little bit more. Chioke Bradley, 12th year at Mansfield Senior, and they had a huge win a week ago, 21-17. As they get ready for it tonight, they're riding a lot of momentum. They trailed that game 10 points at halftime. They had a goal line stand with about 6 minutes to go to win that game. This Tiger defense has been up to the challenge through 3 weeks.
Yeah, and you know, it kind of reminds me of the 2019 team, where whatever offensive deficiencies they had made up for it on the defensive side. It's really kind of old school, almost 80s and 90s football, where you're relying on that defense to allow you to be in the game at the end to make that crucial offensive play, because we do know Mansfield does not lack athletic ability, so there's always the home run hit that can happen, Aaron. But when you look at Mansfield throughout the year, through 3 games, they've only had right around 1,000 total yards of offense, so they're not putting up dynamite numbers, but they're always making the play when it has to be made to win the ball game. And you're no doubt about it. That North Canton Hoover game last week was huge, because that's a quality opponent. For them to have a goal line stand to preserve that win, that sets up a great matchup for tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, Makai Bradley, Ricky Mills, Avion Gross, Leo Hess, Malachi Mays, Miles Bradley all played well a week ago on the offensive side. Brock Hill on the year, completing 67% of his passes, 5 touchdowns, over 500 yards, just 1 interception. Talking to one of the coaches, and Sean Adams, we heard in the pregame, he told me a word that I know you, being a coach, you think about being a player, he can see confidence in Brock Hill, and you have to have that at the quarterback spot.
Right, you could see that last year with him continuing to build upon the shortened season last year. And like you said, I mean, you're talking about a young man that's 37 of 55, 67%, 532 yards. He's got that 5-to-1 ratio, so the production's there, the consistency's there. They've just haven't. There have been times that they've timely either had a 3-and-out or a 4-and-out, or maybe a turnover or a holding penalty or something that's kept them out of the end zone. So they need to avoid that tonight. And the interesting thing is, Aaron, Mansfield's not running the ball a whole lot. They've only got 175, 176 yards the whole year on the ground between Brock Hill, Ricky Mills, and Zion Brown.
Tell you what, their leading rusher is their quarterback, Brock Hill. He has 58 yards on the year, so they're definitely a threat through the air. Names you'll hear: wide receiver Miles Bradley, Avion Gross, Amar Davis, and Jayante Bryant the sophomore a week ago was very good in catching a touchdown in that win.
And Aaron, I'm glad you brought up Avion Gross because he's a young man we've been talking about for 2-3 years, it seems like. And he's the type of player in a game like this, when it's talent equated, he could have the difference in the game. I really like number 13 on both sides of the ball for Mansfield. There's no doubt about that. I think he's a special player, going to Charlotte as well to play football next fall.
We'll talk about him throughout the course of the night. West Holmes 3-0 under fifth-year head coach Zach Gardner. Oh, by the way, they score 43 a game. They've scored 55, 49, and 26. Quarterback's thrown for about 1,000 yards, and he's completing, 66% of his passes. He has weapons all over. This ought to be a show tonight.
Yeah, and your 11 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. And we have to talk about the sophomore stud, number 24, Sam Williams-Dixon. Get used to that name. 15 receptions, 272 yards, 4 touchdowns. Also leading the team in rushing, 37 attempts, 186 yards, 3 touchdowns on the ground. They are very explosive. They score from anywhere on the field. They have 4 receivers, over 10 receptions, and over 100 yards apiece. So they kind of remind me of the OCC version of what we've seen from Shelby and their 4 wide receivers.
The quarterback, if I didn't tell you his name, is Noah Clark, and Noah Clark is a senior. Eric mentioned 912 yards, 11 touchdowns, his 3 interceptions. Sam Williams-Dixon, remember the name Tucker Kaufman, Garrett Eastep, Kyle Maldridge. They have weapons everywhere. And oh, by the way, they got a guy on the defensive side, junior linebacker Elijah Baldridge. He has 61 tackles, Eric, through 3 games. That's 28 games. I can't wait to see him.
That's like Chris Spielman back in the 80s for the Buckeyes. I'm glad you brought him up. Elijah Baldridge, 6'3", 215 pounds, also is listed as a running back as well, kind of a big guy. But I want to see, Aaron and I were talking about this pregame off the air, but we'll share this with our audience. We want to see, is he around the pile or is he actually making these plays? So, because
those are Kate Stover numbers.
Yeah, those are really those are big time numbers, and I'm not questioning that. I think he's a heck of a ball player, but I want to be able to see that tonight. It's almost like the Cleveland Browns playing the Buffalo Bills with these uniforms tonight, Aaron. We got the orange and brown, and then that red, white, and blue for West Holmes.
All right, we'll pause now for the playing of our national anthem. Moments away from the game of the week in Week 4. WMAN, the OH Report, teaming up tonight to bring you live high school football tonight from beautiful Arlin Field, renovations and everything. By the way, I got to begin there. I had a great interview with Stan Jefferson, also, their director of facilities, and I'll tell you what, they have done an absolute great job, and you've been to so many stadiums across the state. This one has to be top 10, top 5. Almost anybody you see. This place is one of the best places to watch.
Yeah, it's 9th or 10th in attendance size in the state. But you're right, the improvements. Is there anybody better leading a district than Stan Jefferson?
Unbelievable people.
He's got great foresight. He's extremely knowledgeable. He coached here. He's taught here in the past.
He's loved here.
Yeah, I love Stan Jefferson. Oh, yeah. He's just great people. And, he's just done tremendous things for Mansfield City Schools. And I know the people there know how blessed they are to have him running the show.
And I'll tell you what, you couldn't dial up a better weather night 2 weeks in a row. You told me a week ago we get usually 1 or 2 of these a year. We're getting them back-to-back.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, and like I said, even looking ahead for next week. But I'll tell you what, though, Aaron, what a beautiful setting. Sun's starting to go down now. There's the anticipation for this. You can feel the energy. We have a good crowd both sides. West Holmes brought a great crowd for a 45 45, 50-minute drive. And, you know, what you're looking at down here, Mansfield's got a really nice crowd too. So I think the fans are in for a good one tonight because something's got to give, Aaron. We've got that defense going against that offense, that West Holmes offense. We're not going to see it right away, though. West Holmes won the toss. They deferred, so the Tigers will start out with it.
So if I throw this at you real quick before kickoff, big plays both ways have to play a role. Get the ball to your big players, your playmakers. That has to be a role. You know, turnovers could be in there. All those things in a big game are magnified.
Well, and how many times in the last 2 or 3 years have we talked about how good Mansfield special teams are?
Good point.
You know, and I'll tell you what, Chokey, I know coaches that, and he has a hand. I don't know if I've covered a game in 3 years with you where Mansfield has not blocked either a kick or a punt.
That's
I'm
true.
serious. That is like. And we've covered quite a few. It's not like we only do one of these things a year. We've covered them a bunch over the years. And I'm telling you, I mean, even last year against DeSales.
Yeah.
They had the blocked punt.
Scoop and score.
Scoop and score going into half. I'm telling you. And I'll tell you what, we've got to make sure that we also talk about Miles Bradley has just played lights out this year, both sides of the ball. And you know, I know Chokey's proud it's his son, but just as an athlete, he's done a fantastic job leading this group this year. I'm excited to see him play as well.
All right, we are ready to rock and roll. Nick Ginsburg will tee it up for West Holmes at the 40-yard line. Mansfield Senior Miles Bradley, Avion Gross back deep, and we are ready to roll from Arlin Field. Kickoff is going to sail and actually going to go into the end zone. One of the other return man, Amar Davis, was back there, let it go into the end zone. So Senior High will have a touchback, and they'll bring the football out to the 20-yard line, and we will be ready to roll tonight here on week 4 of the high school football season. 1 year ago, this game was played at West Holmes, and the Knights won big, 56-21. But the last time they played here at Arlin Field in 2019, Senior High won the game 42-7 en route to Canton.
That's right. And last year was kind of a big surprise coming off that state finals run that they had, that state runner-up team they had. But, man, I'll tell you, if I remember correctly, that was one of those things. West Holmes got out to a big lead early. I think it was 28-0 at the end of its first quarter.
You are correct. Senior High with 4 wide receivers, 3 in a bunch to the right, 1 out wide left. It's Miles Bradley. Brock Hill will pitch it to the back, right side across the 20. Got a block, 25 near the 30. He'll go down right there. On a good scoot right there, Zion Brown, the sophomore, 5'9", 175, carrying the football, Eric. Right there, gets 10 yards, a Home and Kitchen Supply first down. And for a Tiger rushing attack that struggled, that's good news on the first play from scrimmage.
That's exactly what
right
the
side
what
across
the doctor
20, got a
ordered
block,
up there
25
for a
near the 30. He'll go down right there.
Run right out of the gate on first down. And I like the play call because they've got him outnumbered in the box there.
30 seconds into the game, Mansfield Senior, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. A bunch to the left, 1 to the right, 4 wide receivers. Hill back to pass, has time, good pocket, steps up, can't find anybody. 30-yard line, tries to run over a man. He'll be tackled at around the 33-yard line. Good job on the tackle. Blake McCombs, the senior linebacker for West Holmes, will stop him after a 3-yard gain, but he just had nowhere to throw the football.
Right, good coverage there. Now, kept him to about a 2.5 yard gain there, maybe 3. We might give him 3.
They'll give him 3.
But I'll tell you what, Mr. McComb, he better watch out because I'll tell you what, Brock Hill come with some authority on that one. So you're going to want to lower your pads and kind of bring some sauce because I don't think Brock Hill's looking to slide too much tonight.
10:54 left, scoreless opening quarter. 4 wide receivers, Senior High, 3 left, 1 to the right. Back right behind Hill in the pistol. He'll throw it left side, Avion Gross. Avion Gross tries to stretch it out. Good job defensively by West Holmes as they had a man knifing up the field, and that is their outside linebacker, Senior Garrett Eastup, with a tremendous tackle for a 1-yard loss at the 32.
Yeah, that's a great job. And also, I think it's Kyle Maltrich. Yep. He did a great job coming from his safety spot. He's working inside out. What that means, Aaron, is you want to stay on that bubble route. You want to stay on his inside hip and shoulder to avoid the cutback. That was good team defense there by both of those players, number 3, number 8.
3rd and 8 for Senior High from their own 32-yard line. 10:08 to play, scoreless opening quarter. 4 wide receivers. Hill in the pistol, back to pass, steps up, pressure a little bit, throws it down the field. Receiver got bumped. No penalty marker comes out. It'll be incomplete around the 40-yard line of West Holmes. It was Amar Davis. He got bumped by one of the defensive backs. It may have been Maltrich that was back
Kyle,
there defensively. No penalty marker. It'll bring up 4th down.
And I'll tell you this, Aaron, I actually liked the no call there because he was playing up through the ball, and he did put his hands up. He didn't go through the receiver to make the play on the ball. I've always been a fan of letting the guys play. Now, if it's impeding one player from making a play on the ball, I think you need to go ahead and throw that flag.
Brock Hill will punt it away. Sam Williams-Dixon and Tucker Kaufman are back deep. It'll hit inside the 30-yard line. Check up there, roll down inside the 25. Keep on rolling down near the 22, and it'll actually stop there on its own at the 22-yard line. So that is where West Holmes will have their first offensive possession of the night. 9:42 to play, opening quarter, scoreless at Arlin Field. This is the WMAN High School Football Game of the Week. It is powered by Stone Ridge in Lexington, where teamwork is one of their top core values. You can join their team at stoneridge.com/careers. Aaron Hines, Eric Will, ready to see the Knights offense, huh?
Here we go. I'm looking forward to seeing the sophomore here, Sam Williams-Dixon here, because I've heard great reviews about this young man, just being an incredible athlete.
Well, the quarterback, Noah Clark's thrown for nearly 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, and Williams-Dixon will move from his left to his right. He'll take it. He'll hand him the football. Senior high right there defensively. A very short gain, maybe a couple out near the 24, but that Tiger defense got there in a hurry. One of the first guys in, Marquise Troche on the stop right there for Mansfield Senior.
Yeah, that's a great job. Also, Leo Hess did a nice job, coming from his defensive tackle position, 5'10", 215 pounds. He really closed that down. He was the 3 technique on the outside shoulder. That guard did a good job of collapsing.
Marquise Troche, let me excuse myself there. Coach Adams was giving me some pronunciations earlier today, so good job on first down. They're going to throw it this time, and the ball is going to be incomplete. They were going for the wide receiver around the 44-yard line, and one of the Tiger defensive players came up and hit him. It was Amar Davis.
Yeah,
the ball is incomplete as they were going that time for Garrett Estep. It'll be incomplete. Bring up third down. Boy, that was one of those you're kind of wondering, would you see a penalty?
No, Noah Clark had Estep open there. He's got to get his elbow under the ball there. The worst thing you can do to your receiver is miss high, because when you miss high, you're opening your body up to take a shot. So here we go, 3rd and long.
3rd and 8. From their own 24 for West Holmes. 9:04 to play. Scoreless opening quarter. 4 wide receivers. Clark's going to throw it right side. Got Williams-Dixon. Tries to make a man miss. He's going to reach and maybe has a first down.
Got it.
Good job that time. Making the tackle was Amar Davis, but they'll spot him on the 34. And that will be a Home and Kitchen Supply first down for West Holmes. Good job there by the wide receiver, running back Sam Williams-Dixon. He did not initially have the first down.
No, that's all that is an old school flood route. You have your number 1 runs off, you have a drag across, and then you release your back or your number 3 receiver out into the short flat. So that's a nice. I like that play call early for West Holmes.
They'll spot him at the 33, 1st and 10. They'll hand it off again to Williams-Dixon. Makes a miss across the 40, and he'll have another first down out near the 44-yard line. As 2 plays in a row, Williams-Dixon able to get some running room, and that time in on the stop for Mansfield Senior. It was Ricky Mills, the linebacker, but another first down for West Holmes, and you can tell Williams-Dixon's the real deal.
Oh, yeah, he's the real deal, and I like how they play with tempo here.
They'll hand him the ball. Not a lot of room to run this time. He'll get a couple of yards across the 45 out near the 46-yard line. Leo Hess, the junior linebacker, on the stop after a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, and his left offensive guard there, Colin Gardner, kind of got rolled up on when you're 6'3", and you're 240, and someone rolls on your ankle, that hurts, Aaron. So here we go, playing with pace.
2nd down, 8 yards to go from their own 46-yard line. Quick pass to Maltich. He'll catch it at midfield, be tackled right there. Good job defensively. That time coming up to make the stop was Giante Bryant, the sophomore defensive back for Mansfield Senior. They'll put it down at Senior High's 49-yard line, so 3rd and about 3 here for West Holmes, and with this offense, they can run it or throw it.
Yeah, I think that your entire playbook's open here, but I do like the tackle. There's no yak on that, no yards after catch. As soon as he caught that ball, he's down. So it was actually a nice job by both offense and defense there.
West Holmes, 3 wide receivers. Now 4 wide receivers, 2 each way. A back beside Clark, who's in the gun on 3rd down and 3 from Senior High's 49-yard line. Scoreless, 7:11 to play, opening quarter, and the quarterback's going to run it. Not a lot of room to run. He'll be taken down after about a 2-yard gain. He's about a yard shy. Noah Clark.
Yeah, he's going to be about a half yard short. I think if you run that play, Aaron, to me, I think you're going for it on 4th down. I'll be surprised if they punt here.
I believe that was Mekhi Bradley on the stop for Mansfield Senior, the junior. They'll put him down at the 47-yard line, so about a yard, maybe less on 4th down, and looks like they'll go for it. They'll hand it off to Williams-Dixon. He got a hole right side. He'll get down to the 40-yard line. They got about 7 or 8 yards, maybe even the 39. Let's see where they spot him. Either way, it's a Holman Kitchen Supply 1st down, and West Holmes on 4th and short moves the chains.
Well, and Mansfield was confused there. You could see guys bouncing around, so when the ball was snapped, they were completely discombobulated, and West Holmes took advantage of it with just an inside power game there. They brought their power package in. They even had a fullback.
4 wide receivers for West Holmes, 1st and 10 on the Mansfield Senior 39-yard line. Now 5 wide receivers. William Dixon goes out wide to the right. Clark back to pass. They're going to throw it over the middle. It looked like there was a hit early.
I can't believe that flag.
Oh, wow.
That one. That was way early.
Mekhi Bradley hit Maltrich probably a good half step before the ball got there. No penalty marker comes out, and we both know there should have been one.
Yeah, that one, I'll agree with you. I think the one on Mansfield on the third and long there was that was a 50-50. Yeah. That one that's a no doubter.
Yeah, that's not even 90-10.
Wow.
As Senior High will benefit from the break there. 2nd down and 10, West Holmes, 6:06 to play, opening quarter, 2nd and 10 from Mansfield Senior's 39-yard line. They hand it off to William Dixon. It looked like it was a long time on the exchange, and Senior High is right there defensively to take him down and around the line of scrimmage. Good job, Miles Bradley and others in on the stop.
Yeah, that's just almost old school counter, almost a power. The tackle pulls around on that.
Did he get it stuck in when he was trying to hand it to him a little bit?
I don't know if it was that, because they're not reading it, Aaron. So what's going on is he's allowing it for the tackle to pull around and for the guard to pull around there. But Mansfield just better at the point of attack there, so creates a 3rd and long here.
3rd and 10 from Senior High's 39-yard line. 5:28 to play, scoreless in the opening quarter, and did the right side of the line just move? Senior High's pointing, and they did.
Yeah, number 78, Matthew Weaver, jumped early there.
He's got a little excited there on that play. Now 3rd and long becomes even longer. 3rd down and 15. Coming up after the game, we will select who made a heck of a play, courtesy of Mansfield's injury lawyer, Jeff Heck, and the Heck Law Offices. And we'll hand down some pizza from Giannino's coming up in the postgame. Jeff Heck and Jeff Stifler are here to help at HeckLawOffices.com. We've been handing out that heck of a play for many, many years. We'll do that coming up in the postgame. 3rd down, 15, West Holmes, Senior High's 44-yard line. 5:10 to play, scoreless in the opening quarter. Clark back to pass, has some time, rolls right, midfield, going to tuck it and run, and there's not a lot of room to run. Good job right there off the right side. Junior linebacker Leo Hess will take him down at around the 42-yard line. He'll get a few yards, but Senior High's defense able to stiffen.
Well, and you're playing right into Mansfield's hands. If you got a 3rd and 15, what that allows them to do is play man under 2 deep, which means they have 2 safeties over top. And unless you can win a one-on-one matchup and get by the safety, no chance to win.
Noah Clark will punt it away, and it goes off the side of his foot. It'll roll inside the 30 and out of bounds around the 27-yard line. Oh, my.
Yeah. I mean,
would that get about 5 feet off the ground, maybe?
Yeah, it was just, he basically kicked it off the side of the right of his right foot there. It almost hit the receiver, which would have been down on the 30-yard line. So, I think that's about a 15-yard punt right there.
Not what West Holmes wanted. Mansfield Senior's defense bend but didn't break on that drive, and they were aided by a penalty, but they did make some plays when it counted.
And that's what I was getting ready to say is if you're West Holmes, the worst thing you can do is play behind the chains against this defense, because when they get to a point where they can just play man coverage and load the box, you're not going to win very often against the Tigers.
1st and 10, Senior High from their own 27-yard line. They'll pitch it to Amar Davis. Got a bit of a hole. It'll close quickly. He got drilled across the 30-yard line out near the 32. That was Elijah Baldridge, the junior linebacker who has now 62 tackles on the year, and that was a loud one.
Wow, okay, I'm going to go. I'll tell you what, that was a smack right there. He put his DNA on that one.
We talked about him in the pregame.
Great play, no doubt about it. So, but still, 5 yards, you're staying ahead of the chains. I mean, that's one of those ones, the hit's worth the yard. It's a great job because Mansfield is establishing the run here early.
2nd and 5, Senior High, their own 32-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Brock Hill's going to keep it. Not a lot of room to run. One of the first guys to grab him was Brett Shear, the junior linebacker. Others came in to clean it up and help him out. Walker Graham, the senior defensive tackle, put him down at the 32, so no gain on that play.
Now, what you're looking at there is Brett Shearer is not a part of the read on that, so he's reading the end. The end collapses, and they're playing games, so they're shooting an end underneath, and then the backer's wrapping around. That was actually just a nice defensive call there for that specific offensive play call.
Senior High, 3rd and 5 from their own 32-yard line. 3:23 to play opening quarter. We are scoreless at Arlin Field. 4 wide receivers, 3 left, 1 back beside Hill. Back to pass, fires it left side. Nearly intercepted. Jumping the route was Garrett Estep, and he read that one all the way, not able to bring it in. If he intercepts that ball, could have been 6 the other way. There was a wide receiver which would have become a defensive back, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, so what they're doing is West Holmes, to the trips, they were playing zone there. They were giving that a zone look, almost a cover 2 look. Down here to Miles Bradley, they're high-low on him. They're taking a backer, trying to beat him up off the line of scrimmage, playing a corner over top. So I like this is that cat and mouse game, so how's Mansfield going to adjust to that?
Brock Hill will punt it away on 4th down and 5. Punt will hit at about the 34-yard line. Take a senior high hop on that carpet and keep on rolling inside the 20, inside the 15. It'll roll dead at around the 14, maybe the 13. Let's see where they spot it. Oh, terrific roll on the punt.
Well, Brock Hill's averaging like 42 yards a punt this year. But I'm going to get to my pet peeve here, Aaron. Okay, I'm putting my coaching hat on.
All right.
You've got to field the punt. Fair catch it, field the punt. You can't just let the ball hit and roll. On turf, you're guaranteed to lose at least a first down, if not 2 on the turf.
That was 20-plus yards.
Right, that's 20-plus. So think about it. That's 2 first downs on the roll. If you're West Holmes there, you've got to field the punt. If nothing else, wave the fair catch and complete it right there. You can't let them pin you back this deep.
They could have had the ball at the 34. Instead, they have it at their own 13-yard line. West Holmes, 1st and 10, 2:57 to play, scoreless opening quarter. Noah Clark's rolling around, nowhere to go. Going to tuck it under and run. Makai Bradley will get him, but not before he gets across the 20, out near the 21, so close to 8 yards on that carry. Put him right on the 20.
Right.
Give him 7.
With the slide, they always go back to where you start the slide. So, once again, West Holmes playing with pace here. They got trips. This is where they've utilized the running back on 2nd and short here. We'll see what happens.
Tell you what, wide receivers all over the place for West Holmes, and all of them, I think all 4 have 10 catchers or more, so 2nd down and 3. They're going to throw it right side. Going to overthrow his receiver. Maltrich had a step on 2 senior high defensive backs. It'll fall incomplete at the Tiger 45-yard line, but again, Maltrich had a step on that one.
Well, and just like you said, the quarterback just overshot him. That was basically the old hitch and go. You see the quarterback kind of show his shoulders and then goes over top. If the ball was put where it should have been, that would have been a completion because he got by the corner and was able to place it over top of the safety.
So West Holmes with 2:17 to play, scoreless opening quarter, has it 3rd and 3 at their own 20-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 3 left. Now hang on. Going to move Williams-Dixon. They'll actually hand it to him. He's going to get the first down. Look at a big hit across the 25-yard line out near the 28. But it will be a Home and Kitchen Supply first down. Avion Gross came up to make a big hit on that play, but it will be a West Holmes first down, and they're going to spot him at around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, and that's big
nice
for
run.
West Holmes to get out, kind of almost out of the shadow of your own end zone there. Just that first down can help with field position as we hit 2 minutes here in the first quarter. So this is kind of playing out how we thought here so far. But who's going to blink first, Aaron? This game moves?
Big play, turnover, mistake somewhere. By the way, Aaron Thornton, the linebacker for senior high, also involved. First down, they're going to hand it off. No, they're going to fake it. Quarterback's going to roll. He's got heat on him, and he will go down. Mansfield Senior, hang on. The quarterback gets up and runs. He was never on the ground.
No, he rolled across the defender's body, and they let him up. Now,
we got the replay here in the booth from the OH report, and he didn't.
I don't know. His elbow
may have touched.
This is one of those ones, obviously in high school, there's no review. But I do think his elbow, I'll tell you what, thanks to the fine people here, Travis Berardi here.
All over it.
Yeah, we were able to see the replay. I do think his elbow was down.
I'll tell you what, though, as a as an official.
It's tough.
On a quick look, it looked like he rolled across his body. They'll put the ball at the 35-yard line. They'll hand it off this time to Shearer. He's going to bull his way to the 40-yard line, and it will be a Home and Kitchen Supply first down as they move the chains again right up the middle. Give them about 5 yards.
That's a great job by Noah Clark to, if nothing else, hey, fake it to make it right on that last play. Just continue to run as if you're not down. See if they're willing to blow the whistle on that. But that's a great way to come back and change it up with a little thunder there with Brett Shearer, because you're talking about 5'10", 210. That's a big guy. He's a stocky guy.
Call that trying to sell it, right?
That's right.
And he sold that one for sure, even if he was down. All right, 1st and 10, West Holmes under a minute to play from their own 40-yard line. Penalty markers come out, and we have a hold in the backfield as the quarterback tries to get away, and he'll be tackled at around the 39-yard line, but it is a hold.
Yeah,
they
it should be a
pointed Senior
hold.
High's way, but did he point the wrong way?
We'll see. Let's wait for the call
Pointed
here.
Senior High's way.
That once again, they did basically hitch and goes there. To me, you've got to show your shoulders, and then you got to release the ball. If you're the quarterback there, Noah Clark's just show your shoulders and then get rid of the ball.
It is a hold. They pointed the wrong way initially, but it is a hold on West Holmes. 38 seconds to play. Opening quarter, that'll back them up. After the game, we'll select our Spitzer Motors game changer, whose hustle, whose effort changes tonight's game for his team, courtesy of the good people at Spitzer Motors, who love their high school sports. Stop by and see them just down the road here on West 4th Street in Ontario. You can shop online 24/7 at drivespitzer.com. Great Kias, trucks, SUVs, vans, something four-wheel drive, great on gas. Stop by and see them at Spitzer Motors in Mansfield.
That's a 16-yard penalty, Aaron.
1st and 26 from their own 24. Pressure is on. They'll throw a little screen. They get it to Maltrich across the 30. Makes a man miss. Nifty move across the 35. Breaks a tackle 40.
Wow!
Breaks another one, and he may go inside Senior High territory. He's going to be crowded around the 35-yard line. The play of the night so far comes from West Holmes and sophomore wide receiver Kyle Maltrich, who made, 1 to 10 guys miss on that play.
It was kind of wrapped up and slipped on. He obviously bathed himself in a little Crisco, man, making guys miss there.
Watch this.
That's a great job.
1,
absolutely
2,
fantastic job.
3, and away he goes. Clock is running.
Wow, what a way to end that quarter. I really thought, I was literally getting ready to say this is not what you want if you're West Holmes, to be pinned deep on a 1st and 26 there. But all it takes is one screenplay. Now, when you play man like that, Aaron, that creates that type of situation.
All right, we'll take a break. Back in a minute. 1 quarter in the books. We're scoreless from Arlin Field. Mansfield Senior and West Holmes. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
Boy, a Frosty would be good, wouldn't it?
Everything sounds good, man.
All right. Coming to you tonight, WMAN from the Wendy's broadcast booth. We'll be talking about spicy nugs. Spicy chicken nuggets as the night goes on. West Holmes, a big play as we start quarter number 2, 1st and 10 from Senior High's 34-yard line. They hand it off to Sam Williams-Dixon, looking like he's running downhill to the 30-yard line, so give him 4. Maybe close to 5.
Yeah, I think he's closer to 5. But I'll tell you what, Aaron, with these numbers, if I'm West Holmes just looking at this, and you can see it, if you're on the OH report, what we're paying, it's basically a 5-man box. They should run all night on that.
They'll hand it off left side, and William Dixon will make a man miss. He'll actually shake loose out of a tackle. He'll get down near the 20-yard line. Somebody says knee down at the 19. And hang on, it will be the 19. One player on senior high shaken up a little bit, maybe two.
Yeah, got a couple guys there shaken up.
One of them, Miles Bradley, but he looks okay. The other,
they're going to reset it.
Trochet. Looks like he's okay. Actually, he might come off the field here.
Like I said, and West Holmes is seeing the same thing I am. That's what I love about calling these games there, and we got a bird's eye view. But as long as they keep a 5-man box, guys, that's just a hat on a hat. I'd run all day. Like, look at this, Aaron. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bonus player is going to be your safety.
Avion.
So all you've got to do at West Holmes right now is literally hat on a hat and run. You've actually got a bonus player because you could even run your quarterback in this. This is telling you run the football.
1st and 10, West Holmes from the Mansfield Senior 19-yard line. The Knights inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone. Things are heating up. When it heats up at your house, keep your cool and call Shakely Mechanical, plumbing and heating and cooling in Ashland. Noah Clark's going to run it right side. He kind of hesitated for a moment, and Miles Bradley comes up to make the tackle at the 15-yard line. It is a 4-yard gain for the quarterback, Noah Clark.
And you'll take that 4 yard. I mean, if you average 4 yards a play, Aaron, you're going to find yourself in the end zone sooner or later. And that's what I'm saying. So, just looking at this schematically, what Mansfield doing is against this spread is they're going man under 2 deep. You can't do that and stop the run game. You can't do it, Aaron. The numbers aren't in your favor. You've got to bring one of those safeties down and get them in the box. If you don't do that, the ball's going to continue to be ran.
Scoreless, second quarter, 2nd down and 6. West Holmes from the Mansfield Senior 15-yard line. They hand it off to the running back, Brett Shear. He'll bull his way down to the 11-yard line. That time, coming up to make the tackle was the linebacker, the junior, Aaron Thornton. And it will bring 3rd and a couple from West Holmes from the senior high 11-yard line. Can the Tiger D stiffen one more time here down deep?
Right, and what Mansfield did there was you could see they brought a couple of blitzes there, but West Holmes ran away from the blitz. So I like what West Holmes is doing offensive right now. I feel like their coaches are a step ahead.
3 wide receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, and the quarterback's going to run into William Dixon, the running back. He'll be taken down. The quarterback kept the football. He got inside the 10, down near the 9, but a penalty marker comes out, and we have 2 guys moving at once, I believe.
Well, and what that means, Aaron, is an illegal shift could be 2 guys either moving or the running back was coming downhill before the snap of the ball.
And he was there.
So, you can't do this isn't Canadian football. I know your wife's from Canada, so she's seeing a lot of that Canadian
she is in the house, yes.
Saskatchewan, right? But where they can sprint towards the line of scrimmage. They also have 20-yard end zones. But here, we can't do that in American football.
I love that you can break down football north and south of the border. I love it.
Listen, I'll tell you what, there's a lot. What is that, the Grey Cup?
That is the Grey Cup.
Doggone it, man. Look at it. Hey, Doug Flutie, man, made a living up there. Herschel Walker,
we had a Doug Flutie reference last year in high school football. All right, 3rd and 7, West Holmes from the senior high 16-yard line. They throw it left side to Shear. He'll get inside the 10, be tackled right around the 8-yard line. It's right around the 1st down marker.
That's a lot of human being running over that defensive back. That's almost 210, 215 pounds. That DB, he got smoked on that one.
That was Jayante Bryant who went low to make the tackle. It will be a 1st down for West Holmes at the 8-yard line. So it is 1st and goal Knights at the senior high 8-yard line. 9:25 to play, scoreless here in the 2nd quarter.
And when West Holmes passes, when they flare that back out, if they don't pick that up with a backer, that's going to be open all day.
They'll move the man in motion. It is the running back, Williams Dixon, and he'll get a couple of yards right in the middle of the defense. Senior high, it was Makai Bradley, the first guy to get a hand on him. Others able to help out. He will squirt his way and shimmy down to the 6-yard line, so he'll get 2, 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line.
Now, here's where Mansfield's defense is tough because you've moved the whole length of the field. You've had a big chunk of yard on that 1st and 26. And so now the field shrinks. So now you're going to have to win up front to get this ball in the end zone.
2nd down and goal from the 6-yard line. 4 wide receivers. Here comes the blitz. They'll throw the screen and nobody there. The pressure was on as Leo Hess, and also flying in defensively that time was Malachi Mays. They tried to get it out to Tucker Kaufman, the senior wide receiver, but the heat was on the quarterback. Right. He just had to let it go. It falls incomplete.
Well, yeah, with the screen, you're going to bail. The left tackle releases. He's supposed to chip the corner. If that tackle doesn't chip the corner, you're in trouble. You can't run that play if you don't chip the corner.
8:35 to play. 2nd quarter, scoreless at Arlin Field. West Holmes 3rd and goal from the Tigers' 6-yard line. 3 wide receivers. And now make it 4 as Williams-Dixon will go out wide left. Clark back to pass. Throws one in the end zone, and it's going to be caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, West Holmes. It's Garrett Estep with a 6-yard touchdown catch. And at the 8:29 mark of the second quarter, we have the first score of the night.
Yeah, that was designed well. They flare the running back out, and then they hit basically the skinny post by your slot there. He's just basically told, throw that thing high and throw it to the back, or throw it to the goal post, and let your tall wide receiver go up and get it. Estep 6'1", 170 pounds, climbed the ladder, made a heck of a play.
Nick Ginsburg on for the point after. Snap is back, hold is good, kick is on the way, and it is good, and we'll step aside. 8:29 to play in the second quarter. West Holmes 7, Mansfield Senior nothing. We're back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
Welcome back to Arlin Field. Kickoff after the touchdown. Going to be bobbled by Amar Davis inside the 5-yard line. He'll get across the 15. Hang on. Got a lane right side across the 30, 40. And he'll be gang tackled around the 45-yard line by about 5 West Holmes players. But they go from the shadow of their goal line where he bobbled the ball out near the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Terrific return.
Yeah, West Holmes lost contained there. Mansfield had a great kick out block, and they're off the races. How many times do you see a bobble on a punt or a kick and guys get outside their lanes? And as soon as you get outside your lane, you create a crease. When you create a crease, if you have good vision, you exploit it. Great job on the return there. Now, what does Mansfield do? Just calm down, get back, run your offense. Put West Holmes back on their heels defensively. And here's the thing. Go to Miles Bradley, right? Go to Avion Gross. Get some of these guys going that are your star players that have the athletic ability to make big things happen.
And Saul Avion Gross does not have a touchdown yet this season. You know they would love to get him on the board. 4 wide receivers in a bunch to the left. Miles Bradley to the right. 5 wide receivers. No back beside Brock Hill. Back to pass. He'll throw one on a slant. Caught by Miles Bradley. Speaking of Miles, he'll catch it in West Holmes territory at the 32-yard line. So they start at their own 46-yard line. One play with 8:10 to play until halftime, down a score in senior high. All of a sudden, nice return, nice pass play into West Holmes territory, their deepest drive of the night so far.
Yeah, and if you're Tucker Kaufman there from West Holmes, don't allow the inside release on that skinny. So you have linebacker help underneath. You can look at it right now. Linebacker help underneath. Shade to the inside. The harder pass is outside. Don't give the skinny post away. That's the easier pass for the quarterback.
5:44 to play until halftime. 1st and 10, senior high from the West Holmes 32. Brock Hill scrambled around, got a guy wide open in the end zone, and he caught it. He stumbled and fell down. He gets to his feet. It's Keontae Bradley. The ball hit him before he could even stand back up. He was laying on the goal line. A 32-yard catch. Watching the highlight here in the booth. He catches it. Body was across the goal line.
Wow.
Eric Will, a heck of a play.
That's a heck of a play. That's an early nominee. There's no doubt about it here in the second quarter. And he was wide open. I mean, the closest guy around him was probably 15, 20 yards away. So great job getting up, being an athlete, snagging that thing, and falling in the end zone.
Sean Putt with the point after. It is up. It is good, and we'll step aside. 7:34 to go till halftime. You blinked, and we're tied. Mansfield Senior, West Holmes tied at 7. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
Back at Arlin Field, Aaron Hines, Eric Will, WMAN, hooking up with our good friends at the OH Report. Senior High just tying the game at 7 here with 7:34 to play until halftime. Sean Putt will squib one down the field, going to be fielded and bobbled by West Holmes. They'll pick it up at around the 25-yard line, and the guy will return it a couple of yards from there out near the 28-yard line. On the return that time was Zevin Pepper. We got a replay in the booth. Eric, just describe Keontae Bradley catching that ball. He was trying to get to his feet.
Yeah, he was trying to get back to his feet, but great job having the whereabouts to just forget kind of your feet and just catch the football because it was thrown. I almost thought he underthrew it at first, but it was actually probably where it needed to be. Nice play by Brock Hill. Way to respond back. 2 nice pass plays there. Now momentum's back in orange, so we'll see how West Holmes responds offensively.
How about Amar Davis in that big kickoff return? And then you had the nice pass to Miles Bradley.
Absolutely.
2 plays and boom, Senior High ties it at 7. West Holmes 1st and 10 from their own 29. They hand it off to Williams Dixon. He gets a nice hole off the left side across the 35 out near the 38-yard line. He'll be dropped right there, and he'll have about 9 yards on that carry. I believe it was Amar Davis, the defensive back, that came up to make the stop. They'll put him down at the 38-yard line, so give him 9. 2nd and 1, West Holmes from their own 38-yard line, and even 7 to play until halftime. Tied at 7. The OCC opener winner, you tell me, inside track to maybe go win the league title. Will hand it off this time to Brett Shear, and like a fullback just powering his way for a first down across the 40 and out near the 43.
They got a nice thunder and lightning going on with those two guys. I'll tell you what, the left side of that line, man, did such a great job just collapsing the Mansfield Senior defensive line there. Oh, they got 12 on the field.
And they can't get off.
Well, they called timeout.
Okay. Timeout, and so we'll take time as well. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype.
Tory inside midfield and down around the Tiger 47-yard line. That is a home and kitchen supply first down. We've been impressed with him throwing and his decision when he has to run.
Well, that's just it. Don't force the ball, especially when you got that type of room to your left.
So West Holmes has it 1st and 10 at the Senior High 47-yard line. 6:18 to play until halftime. Tied at 7. They'll hand it off to the running back. And this time he will plow his way down to around the 42-yard line. Again, the running back that time was Sam Williams Dixon, the sophomore, who you can tell they're real excited about. and he'll get a handful of yards, 4 close to 5 on that carry. They're getting 4 or 5 yards a
every
carry.
time. That's what I said. When you see the 5-man front and maybe even a creep of a 6 guy into a box, like right now, Aaron, you see that you got a 6-man box, but he walks out. So now we're in man. So you got man 2 deep. It's 5-man box. They could run all day on that if they want to.
2nd and 5 from the senior high 42. Ricky Mills coming. A penalty marker comes out. Senior high is going to get the quarterback back in West Holmes territory at around the 49-yard line. It was Marquise Trochet who eventually rode the quarterback down, but the guy who got held on the play was Ricky Mills, and Ricky Mills blew that up.
Ricky Mills blew it up. Great job by Mansfield creating pressure there, and then they kept coming. So I would actually decline this. I would make this because I mean that's an 8-yard sack at least, 8-9-yard sack right there. So
I think they're going to take the penalty.
Well,
unless, yeah.
Because I'd have taken the 3rd and 13 or whatever it was as opposed to the 2nd and.
Because the hold was around.
Right.
It was.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it too.
But I like to take
you lose
the
it
down
down.
away.
Yeah.
Right. I want that down, and they're already playing behind the chain, so I got to make 1 play instead of 2. Does that make sense, Eric?
You could tell Chioke had a tough decision right there. But he'll trust his defense. 2nd down and very long. West Holmes the ball. They need 25 yards to go. They have it at their own 38-yard line.
See, I'm running all day on this.
2nd down, 25, 5:20 to go till halftime, tied at 7. Noah Clark's going to fire one left side. 2 defensive backs are out there, nearly intercepted, but hang on. A penalty is thrown on the senior high defensive back. It was Deontay Bryant who was back there. I know he bumped into the receiver Maltritz. I know there's no uncatchable balls, but it was nowhere near.
Right, and I'll be honest, I actually thought it was a bad decision by the quarterback to throw that ball because there was a high-low, the safety played over top. I'd like to see that again because I want to see if their feet got tangled up. You know what I mean? I almost thought their feet got tangled up, but you know, like you said, a lot of times you get that call, but that's the 2nd time Mansfield's given up a huge chunk of yards penalty and then a screen the play before. So, you know, they just can't handle that defensive prosperity here. Well, remember, that's not an automatic 1st down. That just moves it 15 yards. That's another big note here.
But all of a sudden, West Holmes from 2nd and 25 has it 2nd and 9, and now they're back in senior high territory at the 46-yard line. 5:11 to go until halftime, tied at 7. The quarterback's going to run it. Ran into Miles Bradley, but kind of bounced off him like a pinball, and he'll roll down to around the 42-yard line, so he'll get about 3 or 4 yards. After Miles Bradley hit him, he spun off and fell down at the 42. So 3rd down and about 5 yards to go for West Holmes at the senior high 42-yard line. 4:50 to go until halftime. Tied at 7, a big play right here, latter stages of second quarter.
And Aaron, like I said, I know I keep harping on this, but I'm telling you, with that 5-man box, I would run the football every time.
They're going to throw it. Williams-Dixon out in the flat, going to be caught and tackled. Great open field tackle by Miles Bradley, who chases him down at around the 41-yard line. Maybe they'll give him the 40. Little generous, they gave him the 40, 2 yards, but Miles Bradley makes a nice tackle to bring up 4th down and about 3.
Yeah.
If you are West Holmes, what do you do?
I would do exactly what they're doing. I would punt. 2 things there. One, I don't like a 2-yard route, essentially, a 2-3-yard route. I don't like that. Stretch it to the sticks. The second thing is, what a tackle by Miles Bradley. That was a great tackle. That you can tell he's done that a few times in his career, Aaron.
And if he doesn't make it, that's a 1st down.
Yes, correct.
All right, so 4th down and 3, West Holmes lining up with Nick Ginsburg like they'll punt it. Miles Bradley will drop back deep, and a penalty marker will come out for a delay of game on West Holmes. It'll back them up 5 yards. You're listening to WMAN and the high school football game of the week. It is powered by Stone Ridge in Lexington, where teamwork is one of their top core values. You can join their team at stoneridge.com/careers.
This is a Mansfield Senior game. It's 7-7. They wanted to get into a track meet. West Holmes wants to get into a track meet. If you're Mansfield, you want this type. You want a grind-out game.
And Ginsburg will get it away. Pressure was on. It'll hit and take a senior a high hop, and it'll get into the end zone. Oh, man. West Holmes had Sawyer Pritt, the senior, chasing it down the field, and it just took a hop and got a few more miles an hour on it and shot into the end zone. So senior high will have it at their own 20-yard line. 3:34 to go until halftime. Tied at 7, Mansfield Senior in West Holmes. WMAN hooking up with our good friends at the OH Report tonight to bring you live high school football. Travis Berardi with a monitor in the booth. Replays. Does it get better than this?
He looks like a DJ over there. He's just mixing, doing his thing. That ends up netting a 22-yard punt. You hate doing that if you're West Holmes. The whole idea was to pin them deep. I mean, they're on the 20, but still, Mansfield Senior's big playability. They're going to go right back to that pass game.
Senior High scored the last time they touched it. 5 wide receivers on 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Brock Hill back to pass. Going to step up, nowhere to go. Going to pull it down and run. Makes a man miss. 25, 30. Makes another man miss. 35, and he'll be taken to the turf around the 36-yard line. A 16-yard run, a Home and Kitchen Supply first down. And Brock Hill right there, eluding guys, making a miss, and a big run right there for their quarterback.
Like you said, 16-yard run, and so you got a 3-man front. You have to have a spy on Brock Hill, in my opinion. So one of those linebackers needs to stay home if you're only going to do a 3-man rush. Now, here's the other thing. You got to make sure you contain the quarterback. So if you're a defensive end, create a bubble. Make Brock Hill stay in the pocket. Do not allow him out.
3:01 to go until halftime, and hang on. We have a timeout, West Holmes. We'll keep it right here, and even 3 to play until halftime. Mansfield Senior, West Holmes tied at 7. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. We are coming to you from WMAN inside the Wendy's broadcast booth, where we are talking about spicy chicken nugs all season long. We didn't say Wendy's usually because you probably already thought Wendy's. Wendy's the only answer when it comes to spicy chicken nuggets. And I was told sometime this football season, Eric will get a delivery of nugs in the booth.
My wife almost brought us some spicy nugs because we had been talking about it. She said, Eric, I almost brought you and Aaron some nugs. But the funny thing is, what do they come in, like 4, 6-piece, things like that? There might have been one missing out of that. There's a concern there.
That's a carrier fee.
That's right. I believe so. You're right. That's the tax.
You know, and if Katie's listening,
that's right.
I would be okay if she took 2. You know what's funny
just leave a nug for us.
Yeah, just one each. Interesting. That's not the first person I've been told that's been listening to us on the air,
right,
and wanted to bring us nugs during the game. I had somebody else message
don't be
me.
Bashful.
Eric Will takes all. You're welcome in the booth. All right, the Wendy's broadcast booth as Senior High out of the timeout. Back to pass. Brock Hill nowhere to go, and the pressure is on, and he will go down at the 35-yard line. A 1-yard loss and a terrific defensive play by junior defensive tackle Colin Gardner from West Holmes.
Okay, great job schematically. So a well-used timeout if you're West Holmes. So they high-load him there. They took the out away and the up. Now, if you're Brock Hill, you've got to have a clock in there. So if it's not there, spill the pocket or get out of the pocket, find a receiver, throw it away, throw it at the feet. You don't want to take a sack in these situations when you know, okay, here's my first look. It's not there. I've either got to run or get rid of the ball.
About a yard loss, 2nd and 11 from just inside their own 35-yard line. 2:11 to play until halftime. Hill's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to run a couple guys over and take him with him across the 40 out near the 45-yard line. As West Holmes coming up that time to make the tackle was Elijah Baldridge. Thought it was going to be easy, and Brock Hill, like a bulldozer, bowled him over to the 45-yard line, setting up 3rd and about a yard for Senior High with under 2 to go till halftime. What a run by the quarterback.
Absolutely. So what that means is that the quarterback has been probably their most consistent runner today.
He is their leading rusher.
So this sets up a 3rd and short. It's going to be really interesting to see what the Tigers do. I look for a QB run here.
1:35 to go until halftime. Tied at 7. Senior High 3rd and 1 from their own 45-yard line. You got it, and Brock Hill puts down the shoulder. You can hear the pads crunch.
Man, that's a hit.
Brock Hill has the first down. He needed 1. He got 2, and Senior High moves the chains. Brought to you by Home and Kitchen Supply in downtown Mansfield, North Diamond Street, online at homeandkitchensupply.com. Eric, you could hear those pads in the booth.
Yeah, that's that was 2 immovable forces right there. You know, Elijah Baldridge and Brock Hill just slamming into each other. They look like a little demolition derby. So now we're hitting under that minute 15 mark here. So Mansfield needs to play with some pace here.
Senior High 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 1:05 to go until halftime, tied at 7. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. Hill back to pass, got some time. Looking, sets the feet, still can't go. Right side, he'll roll. Brock Hill's going to throw it right side. Got a man out there. Did he catch it? No. That time trying to sell it, say he got the hands underneath, was Avion Gross. The official was right there and says no. It hits the turf. It'll bring up second down for Mansfield Senior. Second down from their own 47.
And away from the trips has been their primary target. They are focusing on Miles Bradley, both sides. So you can see West Holmes understands that's the primary target, so they're trying to take that away. Basically there you had the corner post, which is the opposite of the post corner. So he kind of faked the corner and then ran back to the post. And I'll tell you what, you got to give the young pup credit there. Sam Williams-Dixon, the sophomore, great coverage.
52 seconds to play, different quarterback in. This is Reese. He's going to step up, going to fire one down the seam and overthrow Amar Davis. They brought in that time the sophomore. We saw him a year ago when he was a freshman, 6'4", 200 pounds. Duke Reese, the lefty, he's got a cannon of an arm.
Yeah.
That time let it go a little bit early and overthrew Amar Davis, who was going down the seam, incomplete at around the 25-yard line of West Holmes. 3rd and 10 coming up. Senior High at their own 47, tied at 7 with 45 seconds to go till halftime.
The lefty, man, right? That was like a jump pass.
Yeah.
Like he almost got off his feet to give that thing a little extra sauce on there for his spicy nug.
He's going to stay in there.
That's right.
At quarterback.
Yeah, they like him. They have complete confidence, and we saw him play as a freshman last year. So, we'll see if they try to get some pressure on the young pup.
3rd down and 10 from their own 47. Duke Reese going to step up, pressure on, going to throw it. He had a man out there, rushed it a little. It was Keontae Bradley. Nobody was around him. He would have had the first down. He was at the West Home 39-yard line, but it looked like Reese just rushed it a little bit and didn't step into that throw.
Yeah, so they brought the sophomore in. They were seeing if they could get the, out of the bullpen. They brought the lefty there. So Brock Hill back into punt. Only 37 seconds left. If you're West Holmes, just don't make a mistake here. I'm all about fair catches, you know that, but this one, be confident in what you're trying to get done here, because going in 7-7 is not a loss here.
Tucker Kaufman and Williams-Dixon back deep. Brock Hill on 4th and 10 will boot it away. It'll hit at about the 18-yard line and take a senior high roll inside. Is they going to get it before it gets to the goal line?
I think
it was into the end zone as they had a man get down there, but I think he just got a little bit too far down the field and the ball got into the end zone. So it will be a touchback with 26 seconds to play until halftime. West Holmes has it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. We are tied at 7. West Holmes won the toss and deferred, so they will get the ball to start the second half.
That's right. So
how aggressive will they be? It
looks like they're going to take a knee here, which I think is a good move here. If nothing else, I was getting ready to say maybe you can pop one on the ground. If I was West Holmes, what I've seen the last 2 drives from them coming out, if you get that 5-man box, Aaron, just run the football. Don't outthink yourself if I'm West Holmes. If I'm Mansfield, continue to look for the big play out of that pass, because I think out of that bunch look, they've had success as well. So we're going to see what these halftime adjustments do. It's going to be an entertaining second half. And, Aaron, here's what I'm excited about. It took 3 weeks to get here, but we're going into halftime. We got a 7-7 game. This looks like a conference rival and a conference championship caliber game.
All right, knee taken by West Holmes. The clock hits 000, and we have reached halftime at beautiful Arlin Field on week 4 of high school football, the Ohio Cardinal Conference opener. And we're tied at 7. Mansfield Senior and West Holmes both able to score, I would say, about a minute apart in that second quarter. Nobody scored in the first quarter. They scored about a minute apart in that second quarter, and we are tied here at the half. So we'll step aside on WMAN. We will check in with the Ohio News Network. I know the OH Report will have some great marching band on the field, and we'll be back to break down the second half in just a few minutes. We'll step aside once again, halftime at Arlin Field in the OCC opener, and we're deadlocked at 7. Mansfield Senior 7, West Holmes 7. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Marching Knights would like to feature our low grass and low winds with an Imagine Dragons hit. Here is Believer. The band concludes their show tonight with their version of the song Levitating, made popular by English singer Dua Lipa. Mansfield fans for their hospitality. They also want to wish Mansfield fans best of luck the rest of the night with their entire team. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the West Holmes marching tonight.
Instead of rooks and bishops and kings and queens. So we're going to see who's going to make the big play here coming out of the second half. You know, is it a defensive play, Aaron? You know, if you're Mansfield, your defense has been so good that they've played opportunistic. They can score. So I know we're getting ready to run down some halftime stats, and, you know, the tail of the tape tells us a lot.
Well, before we go through the scoring summary, we have the stats in front of us. Thank you, Travis Berardi from the OH Report. Glad to team up with them tonight. And you look at the stats. West Holmes with 10 first downs. Senior High has half with 5. Total yards, West Holmes with 170. Senior High with 90. So everything leaning West Holmes. Rushing yards, they have 107. Senior High with 45. Passing yards, West Holmes with a few more, 72-45. But Senior High able to just, I call it bend but don't break,
That's
stiffen
correct.
as they go down the
Right.
field, because West Holmes has the athletes, they have big play potential,
Right.
but Senior High, we talked about the tackle earlier by Miles Bradley. You don't make those kind of plays, oh no, there could be a big play,
Right.
or there could be more than one
Well,
score.
and that's why Mansfield does such a nice job to run their defense with essentially man and then at least one or two deep. So they're either playing cover 1 or cover 4. The way that they're looking at that, you got to be able to tackle well in space. If you don't tackle well in space, you can't do what they do. Mansfield is notorious for tackling well in space. They're very well known for that, and their kids are highly aggressive. How do you beat that? You beat it with screens. You beat it with being able to shake out of a sure tackle, which is why they had the success on the 26-yard first down screen that they ran. So both teams have sent punches, but nobody's kind of had that big punch yet.
And nobody with a turnover
Right.
yet. And turnovers are big in big games. Let's give you the scoring summary. We are tied at 7 here at halftime, so it won't take long. Nobody scored in the first quarter. We were scoreless after 1. West Holmes at the 8:29 mark of the second quarter. It was a 6-yard touchdown throw and catch from the quarterback Noah Clark. It went to Garrett Eastep, the wide receiver. Point after was good by Nick Ginsburg. Made it 7-0 West Holmes. But Senior High said, hang on, not so fast. They had a big kickoff return from Amar Davis. It took him near midfield. A quick slant pass of about 15 yards to Miles Bradley. And then it was kind of a wild play. Brock Hill was scrambling around, and he found Keontae Bradley. He wasn't even standing. He was in the end zone. He was kind of on his knees, almost getting ready to fall. He was falling down, trying to stand up, and Brock Hill put it right on his chest at the goal line, 32 yards. He caught it at the 7:34 mark. Sean Putt put the point after through, and we're tied at 7 here at halftime as Mansfield Senior will be on defense to start the third quarter. West Holmes, again, remember, won the toss and deferred So we'll see the Knights come out to start quarter number 3. Before we get some keys there, I do want to remind you each week throughout the high school sports season, WMAN, we are handing out the iHeartRadio Athlete of the Week. It's presented by the Neil Cady Insurance Agency of Ashland and Norwalk, specializing in auto, home, life, and business insurance. You can get a free quote at neilcadyinsurance.com. That's Neil, K-A-D-E-Y, insurance.com. So far, Brooklyn Foltz, soccer player at Mansfield Senior, was our first Athlete of the Week, and just recently named was Shelby quarterback Marshall Shepard, who, oh, by the way, has 18 touchdowns in 3 games.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, with only 1 interception.
By the way, and it wasn't like he had 10 touchdowns in 1 game. He's been very even.
Yes.
He has had 6 touchdowns in every game this season.
And I think the first half against Ontario, I think he's slowing down. He's got 3 in the first half. So, or
he's right on pace.
Yes, correct. He's right on pace. But I'll tell you what, just a lot of outstanding athletes in the area. There's a lot to pick from. It's tough for you guys to pick it.
Because you only get 1.
Right, you get 1, and there's so many deserving people. But, Aaron, as this game goes into the second half, I'm looking. I really believe there's going to be those 1 or 2 things that are going to just break this game open. I don't know if it's a turnover. I don't know if it's a special teams. It's just when it's tight like this, as you go down the stretch, there's who's going to blink first.
Tell you what, looking out at the crowd.
Oh, great crowd.
Nice crowd here tonight, especially on the home side at Mansfield Senior. Across the way, West Holmes, you mentioned, a good 45-minute or more drive. They brought
they brought a good crowd.
Yeah, nice amount of people. Great night, by the way, week 4. And we talked about it at the beginning, all the renovations they've done, the new NFL stadium lights they put in, all the concrete work, the railings. We even got some new hardtop here in the booth. And they've really taken care of everybody here at Arlin Field. And I know, talking to Stan Jefferson, the superintendent of the Mansfield City Schools, he wants to host big-time high school playoff football games right here.
Oh, yeah, he'll get Division I, Division II Final Four games in this thing. Obviously, the state finals are reserved for Canton. But as far as this goes,
it could hold one, though, if you want to put it here.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about it that this will. I mean, you're going to see a Columbus Cleveland school meet here. I mean, this is a nice halfway point, whether you're going east-west or north-south, as far as Columbus up to Cleveland, or shoot from the Ohio River all the way to, Toledo. This is a good resting spot. Plus, it's easy access. You're right up close to 71, right off of 30 here. It's a beautiful facility. They've done such a fantastic job. This thing's kind of a crown jewel in the county.
Absolutely, and they've made it sparkle here. Senior High has been sparkling defensively all year into the 4th week here, tied at 7 at halftime. I'll tell you a quick story. I had an interview with Sean Adams. We didn't have enough time to air the entire interview, but he told me something you'll love you'll love this as a coach. So I said, tell me about who's been playing well. So he named so many guys who are playing so well. But he told me Avion Groves had some big hits last week. Avion comes to the defensive coordinator, Sean Adams, and says, Coach, can I get some more blitzes? Coach, I want to blitz. I mean, he just loves to play defense, and you love that enthusiasm, don't you?
Absolutely, and you want to keep that. But then you're also talking to the young guy, or he's a senior, but to me they're all young guys. But just continue to play 1 of 11, do what's asked of you, and this group does that. This is a typical Mansfield defense, and it's funny here because I've been covering them with you for 3 years, so 19, 20, and now 21. And one thing that's been consistent has been the defense. If there's ever been a little bit of an issue, it might be on that offensive side. But the defense always comes and travels well with these guys.
Sean Adams in his 10th year as defensive coordinator. Senior High, and Sean Putt is going to put one right on the sideline. But hang on, there's a little bit of a window to return down the sideline. He's going to get to midfield. It's West Holmes inside the Senior High 40-yard line. On the return that time was Tucker Kaufman. He just had a little bit of a crease, and down the sideline he goes. He'll be tackled in Senior High territory. He got it at around the 12-yard line across to 25-30, hit midfield. And a good job by Senior High, able to prevent a big play, but it still was a big play, and West Holmes will start the 3rd quarter with excellent field position at the Tiger 36-yard line. Not how Mansfield Senior wanted to start this 3rd quarter.
Just like that, you're on the plus 36 left hash. That's what they ordered up over there in Millersburg, right? Was this nice return here. So, like I said, I don't think they have to get too tricky. Right now you're looking at a 5-man box, Aaron. Get to that ground game, man.
And they will. They'll hand it off to Sam Williams-Dixon. He'll try to bull his way inside the 35, down around the 33, as senior high had Leo Hess and also Micaiah Bradley, the junior. They moved Micaiah Bradley, by the way, from the D-line to linebacker, talking to Coach Adams, and they really like the way he's played. As it'll bring up second down, they're going to run it again and nowhere to go. Good job defensively by Mansfield Senior Leo Hess, and also that time Ricky Mills, the linebacker, came flying in to take the running back down back at the 33-yard line.
And that's how you know they weren't reading that, Aaron, because that end made the play on that. So the right defensive end comes down and collapses and grabs your running back. So in that one, what you're doing is you're telling your quarterback from here on out, read that end. If he collapses, turns his shoulders, keep it.
3rd and 7, West Holmes at the senior high 33-yard line. A minute gone here in the third quarter, tied at 7. Noah Clark gets away from a man. He'll run right side. He'll be taken down inside the 30 at around the 29-yard line, maybe a yard further. No, they'll put him on the 29. Good tackle right there by Mansfield Senior. I didn't see who made the tackle on the far side, but really, really good play. Otherwise, that was going to be a night first down. Instead, it's 4th and about 3.
And this is what Mansfield does. They give up the long kickoff return. Now you've got a 4th and 3. You've got to go for this.
4th and 3, West Holmes, the senior high 29-yard line. They're going to throw a screen to Shear. He's going to get drilled, and does he have the first down? He's oh so close.
I think he may have the first down, but there was a flag.
Okay, there is a penalty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric. I did not see that. Brett Shear caught it.
I think he did have the first down, Aaron. I think he did have it.
By the way, Keontae Bradley came up and made a great tackle on that play, but it is a penalty, and I think it would have been a first down. It's a hold on West Holmes, and my, is that a mighty hold on West Holmes.
Yeah, and that backs you clear up. I mean, if I'm West Holmes here, I'm probably quick kicking this with my quarterback. I just don't think you want to spot Mansfield Senior this type of, in my opinion, this type of
you don't want to give him this field position.
So I would do a quick kick.
And they will. And it's going to be blocked. I believe it was Leo Hess who blocked it. Ricky Mills scoops it. A penalty marker comes out. Ricky Mills inside the 20, inside the 10, and he'll go down. Is he in the end zone?
Yes.
No, they put him at the 1.
I think he was in the end zone.
It may be a sideline on senior high.
It is. It's going to be a sideline warning. What did I tell you?
Oh, man.
What did I tell you? Hey, listen, Aaron, the bottom line is it was blocked.
I believe it was Leo Hess.
Yes.
And when Eric, Will, and I are in the house, they block stuff.
They always block something. Now, he might have actually kicked that off the backside of his running back, off his butt there. So
maybe we can get a replay eventually. I know Travis Berardi is all over it. Sideline warning on Mansfield Senior.
So here we go. Mansfield's getting ready to punch this thing in.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to see it.
I believe it was Leo Hess.
Yeah, he kicked it right off his running back's back, essentially. And that's what I'm saying. So when you do that quick punt, Aaron, you've got to get back to 8-9 yards if you're the quarterback there. And it's got to be a one-step approach. Catch, plant the left foot, punt with the right foot. That's how it's got to be.
Senior high with a block at around the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. I believe it was Leo Hess that got a paw on it. Ricky Mills scooped it, rolled down to the 1. Tigers first and goal. How about this formation? 3 backs right behind. They'll hand it off to the far guy, and I don't think he's going to get in. I think it was Ricky Mills, who carried it right to the goal line. I mean, if he's not in, Eric, that ball is right on the edge of the goal line. 2nd and goal, senior high, inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone. When it heats up at your house, call Shakely Mechanical in Ashland.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that he actually didn't score on the return there, but they're going to punch this baby in. I would have.
2nd and goal from the 1, and Brock Hill will quarterback keep it, and he is. I believe he's in. He's got to be in.
It looked like his whole body was across.
Yeah, his whole body had to be in. And
there
he's in.
Okay.
Touchdown, Mansfield Senior. It was worth the wait.
Yeah.
The Tigers, after the block, the scoop, they roll to the 1. Brock Hill with a quarterback keeper, and Mansfield Senior punches it in from 1 yard out, and the Tigers take the lead with 9:24 to go in the third quarter.
Hey, there you go, Aaron. What were we talking about? Who's going to make the first mistake, and then who's going to capitalize off that? So the TY Tigers, a little scoop and score. You know, here's why I don't like what West Holmes did there. Their quarterback almost did that the first time he punted, and then he did kick it off the backside the second time.
Sean Putt puts it through. It is good, and senior high has a touchdown lead. We'll step aside. 9:24 to go third quarter. Mansfield Senior 14, West Holmes 7. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
It's the game of the week on WMAN, teaming up with the OH report here on week 4 from Arlin Field. Mansfield Senior just scored after a great special teams play, and then a 1-yard touchdown run by Brock Hale. Kickoff is going to go out of bounds. Not what they wanted to do. It goes out of bounds around the 23-yard line, but it'll give West Holmes good starting field position at their own 35-yard line. Aaron Hines, Eric Will, the game of the week on WMAN, powered by Stone Ridge in Lexington. And I'm telling you what, if you are listening to us, when Eric Will and I cover a Mansfield Senior game, they block punts, they block field goals, they do things on special teams.
Absolutely.
Every time we show up.
Right.
They've done it for years.
And as soon as I saw that thing developing, the up back, the running back gets pushed back. It's a disaster.
All right, handoff, and penalty marker comes out. Williams-Dixon, not a lot of room to operate. It was Malachi Mays, the senior defensive lineman, to make the tackle, but it was thrown right at the line of scrimmage right when the ball was snapped.
It's going to be interesting to see what they call here.
Yeah, going to sort this out.
West Holmes has had a lot of penalties. I mean, I think they've had 3 or 4 holdings.
I think they had 5 in the first half. Senior High had 1.
Right.
That was what Travis had for us early. And you know what? John Davis keeps up.
Another 5 there. Another 5 right there. An illegal shift.
West Holmes, that would be. Have they added that one yet, Travis?
Well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Coach Bradley
I think that's their 7th penalty. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
That's their 7th penalty. They're approaching 70 yards in penalties.
Yeah. And then Choke did a good job there. Coach Bradley did a good job there. He declined that, so you got a 2nd and 12.
Good job there by Malachi Mays. 2nd and 12, West Holmes from their own 35-yard line. They trail for the first time tonight, 14-7. Third quarter, 9:07 to go. Back to pass. Clark, right side, got a man wide open, and he dropped it. Oh, my. Tucker Kaufman had it, and nobody was near him at about the 43, 2-yard shy of the first down, and drops it. Oh, my.
Catch it first, young
fella. Hit him right in the hands.
Oh, yeah.
Travis has the great replay for us here in the booth. I mean, just hit him right in. Is that one of those things you hear footsteps coming? Or
well, I think it's 2 things. It could be footsteps, and it's just he's looking to make a play before he catches the ball. Just catch the ball, because even by getting tackled, you're right around the first down mark. Now you're at 3rd and 12. You can't do that against this defense.
From their own 35, and somebody on West Holmes moves. Senior High is pointing, and they did. Somebody moves. That'll be their 8th penalty of the ballgame. They now have better than 70 yards in penalties.
So now you're looking at 75 yards at least, if not even a little bit more of penalties. So now you're looking at 3rd and 17. There's not a lot in the playbook for this. I don't know. Maybe you go 4 verts here, but maybe you're getting your screen packages.
3rd and 17, West Holmes. The ball just outside their own 25-yard line. Clark's going to roll to the right, going to throw it. Got Williams-Dixon, who caught it. Miles Bradley shoves him out of bounds at around the 31, so he gets a very short gain. And it's 4th and long, and West Holmes will have to punt the football with 8:52 to go, third quarter. And Senior High just took the lead for the first time tonight, 14-7, and they're going to get it right back.
Not only that, but they got all the momentum right now. So not only did you score off the blocked punt, now you just got a 3 and out, and you should be getting the ball with pretty good field position too. And you better be careful kicking this thing to Miles Bradley.
Miles Bradley would love to take this to a 2-score game, as they'll punt it away. Nearly blocked again. Trouchet got in there. It'll hit and around the senior high 46-yard line. Take a hop on the carpet inside the 40 and roll dead at about the 36-yard line. But Marquise Trochet nearly got a hand on it. Number 83 was flying in. West Holmes, their kicker is also their punter, and that's Nick Ginsberg. He got it away, and so senior high will have it 1st and 10 just across their own 35-yard line. 8:15 to go, third quarter, 14-7 Tigers after the game. Who made a heck of a play? We just saw several right now. We'll hand that out. Some free pizza from Giannino's and the Heck Law Offices. Visit them online at hecklawoffices.com. Jeff Heck and Jeff Stifler. Mansfield's injury lawyers as senior high heads to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide receivers, and hang on, we got all kind of people moving. Was the ball snap? Penalty marker comes out.
When everybody moves except the center, that's probably a center problem.
Yeah.
So he just forgot to snap it. That's probably the most important thing we got there. Literally, I think 21 guys moved on that play. The center never moved.
Number 22, who's the first guy to move, didn't move. Yeah,
that's correct.
Yikes. That was
This is a huge series for West Holmes, Aaron, defensively.
And big for senior high. Can you go up 2 scores?
Both ways, right. 2 scores might be the difference in this game. That's going to be tough to come back from.
1st and 15, a little wildcat. They'll snap it to Amar Davis. Gets the corner across the 30, close to the 35. Is coming up to make the tackle that time for West Holmes was their junior linebacker, their leading tackler, Elijah Baldridge, able to chase him down after about a 40-yard gain. But because of the penalty, it's still 2nd and long. It's 2nd and 11, senior high from their own 35-yard line, leading by a score 14-7. 7:47 to go here in the third.
Man, what a great seal block on the edge there. He completely collapsed that strong safety, took his outside shoulder and just drove him. That's a great play. Nice play by the linebacker making that tackle in space.
They'll move Avion Gross left side. Again, they'll keep Amar Davis in at the Wildcat. They'll go left side. Penalty marker comes out. Baldridge able to take him down at the 39-yard line, but hang on, as Eric is telling me a penalty looks like it's going to be on Mansfield Senior.
Yeah, it looks
maybe
like
a chop block.
Yes. I think he went low.
So senior high, after getting the touchdown, had a good stop against West Holmes. Now they've had a couple penalties in a row.
And that's a big one because that's a 15-yarder, Aaron.
So 2nd and 11 becomes 2nd and forever.
Yeah, 2nd and 11 becomes 2nd and 26. And you definitely take that penalty.
So senior high will back it up after the game. Spitzer Motors game changer, a long way to go. Who changes this game? But we'll hand it out courtesy of the good people just down the street, West 4th Street in Ontario, the home of Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Stop by and see them. Tremendous lease deals, 4-wheel drive, great on gas. Got the Jeeps as well. See them online at drivespitzer.com. Spitzer Motors in Ontario. 2nd down. The scoreboard says 25 yards to go. Brock Hill back to pass. Will throw it left side. Got a man out there. He caught it. Makes a man miss. It's Miles Bradley. Near the 30-yard line. Baldridge will ride him out of bounds at around the 29. So we got about 8, but a good job there by Baldridge because if he gets the corner, time.
Yeah,
but a good job.
Right, good pursuit. That's why you talk about getting 11 hats to the ball defensively is exactly that play right there. If you don't get there pursuit-wise, even if you don't make the tackle, make them move east and west. Don't let them get north and south. So still creating a third and 17.
Yeah, 17. 29-yard line, their own 29 for Mansfield Senior, who leads 14-7 third quarter here in the Ohio Cardinal Conference opener. Both teams are 3-0. Brock Hill with 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Amar Davis in the backfield. He'll throw it to Avion Gross, tries to get a block, and Avion Gross cannot get out of a tackle. Good job again. Multiple guys coming up to make the stop that time for West Holmes. Garrett Estep, and also, again, there's Elijah Baldridge involved as well, but a good job not letting Avion Gross get loose.
Absolutely. Hang on to that foot, young pup. And then I'll tell you what, our boy Baldridge.
No gain, by the way.
Yeah, our boy Baldridge just played a nice game. I mean, we've called his name a lot up here.
Yeah.
So if you're West Holmes, that's a huge stop. And once again, field the punt. Field the punt. And first of all, they need to scoot up about 5 more yards. There's just so much distance between the returners and the punters.
As Brock Hill will boot it away on 4th and 17. Kaufman's going to let it hit at around the 37-yard line. Then he fields it. That's kind of dangerous. He'll get it across the 40 and go down near the 45-yard line, so he'll get a bit of a return. But, boy, that's dangerous right there with the defender really close.
I prefer to actually just make the catch in the air, and if the If the defender's around you, just fair catch it. But I know why he did that. That ball was going to roll inside the 30. It was going to be another one of those 20-yard rolls, and Brock Hill's averaging about 80 yards per punt because they let that thing roll across the carpet. So good field position, though, for West Holmes here on this third drive of the half for them.
You know, punting on turf or punting on real grass can make a world of a difference.
Oh, no doubt about it. Completely different.
All right, 6:12 to go, third quarter. Mansfield Senior 14, West Holmes 7. Knights have it first and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Back to pass is Clark. Right side will throw it. Got a man complete. And he'll be in senior high territory at around the 40-yard line, as that time they went to Garrett Estep. The receiver got a nice chunk of real estate right there. He gets 15 yards and a Home and Kitchen Supply first down on just a little pitch and catch.
Yeah, that's a nice job. I mean, he threw it before he came out of the break. That's a nice job by the QB.
West Holmes with some tempo. They'll hand it off to Williams-Dixon. He'll go quickly inside the 40 and down near the 35-yard line, as he'll get about 5 yards off that carry off the left side, and West Holmes a little tempo now.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it. That's 5 yards, Aaron. Once again, against that the five-man box for Mansfield. Like I said, I know I've said it 5 or 6 times now, but I like the 5-on-5 that you're getting, hat for a hat offensive line against that front 5.
West Holmes 2nd and 5 from senior high's 35-yard line. Back to pass. Here's the quarterback right side. Clark's going to throw it down the sideline. Defended really well and knocked down. Terrific play. Keontae Bradley, who caught a touchdown earlier, makes a great play defensively here, Eric.
Right.
He got right in front of the wide receiver.
Right, and that's a long throw for that quarterback. That throw has to be made 5 yards earlier so your wide receiver can have a chance to go up and get it. What a play by the defensive back, though. High point it, go get it. The offensive player turns into a defensive player in that situation to make sure there's no INT.
Junior defensive back Keontae Bradley, again, who caught a touchdown earlier with a big play there. 3rd and 5 for West Holmes. Timeout. We'll step aside as well. 5:26 to go, third quarter. Mansfield Senior 14, West Holmes 7. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital.
Welcome back to Arlin Field. A quick pass for West Holmes on 3rd down and 5. They get it to Williams-Dixon. Good job by Miles Bradley to chase him down. He will not have the first down. He'll be about a yard shy of the first down, maybe 2. It'll be 4th and close to 2 from the senior high 31-yard line.
Yeah, and it looks like they're bringing in their heavy package there. They're bringing in our boy
Brett Shear.
Yeah, 210 pounds.
4th down and about 2 from the senior high 31-yard line. They'll throw it, caught it, got it. It's William Dixon's got the first down inside the 25. He'll be tackled there by Keontae Bradley at about the 24-yard line. A 7-yard throw and catch, and the Knights move those Home and Kitchen Supply first down markers with a big 4th down conversion.
Yeah, I like it. What they've been doing is getting a first down and come back with tempo on the first play after the first down.
Here they go again, 1st and 10 at the senior high 31. They'll pitch it to Williams-Dixon, right side, runs into his own man. He'll get down around the 16-yard line, so give him about 8 yards on that carry, and West Holmes getting a few chunk plays here as they're trying to tie this game a little over halfway through the third quarter.
And here's why I like the tempo right now is Mansfield's defense does look a little tired. You get some hands on your hips, and you're not allowing them to communicate coverages in front. So if I was West Holmes, I like that tempo. Right now you can be aggressive in your pass game, come back with the run on 3rd.
2nd down and 2 from the senior high 14-yard line, and somebody moved. And it is on the offense again for West Holmes.
Well,
oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, there were 2 people that moved, Brett Shearer was definitely one of them out of the backfield. I don't know what we were going to get there, but you could see that he pivoted with the left foot before the ball was snapped. So, here we go. So now instead of being 2nd and 2, now it's back up to 2nd and 3. Now it's back to 2nd and 7. So, no, I'm sorry, it was 2nd and 2.
Yeah, now it's 2nd and 7. You're right.
Going back to that 5-man box, and you could run your quarterback pretty good here.
4:17 to go here in the third. They'll throw a little screen right side, caught by the receiver. It's Tucker Kaufman. He'll get inside the 15, down near the 14, really close to the first down, and they're going to say that is a first down for West Holmes inside the Shakely Mechanical red zone. The Knights are heating up. When things heat up at your house, keep your cool and call it Shakely Mechanical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Ashland. 4:05 to go, third quarter, 14-7 Mansfield Senior, but the Knights knocking on the door inside the red zone, 1st and 10 at the senior high 14.
Yeah, so here we go. You're in that red zone now. So what do we have? What are your best plays if you're West Holmes?
4 wide receivers, 2 each way, a back to the left of the quarterback Clark, and hang on. Penalties come out again as they snap the ball.
I mean,
another false start.
I think we're now pushing 90 yards worth of penalties, I believe.
John Davis probably hasn't updated that one. Where are we at here? I think that'll be the 10th penalty, and I believe they are around close to 85 yards in penalties.
Okay, I was going to say, because, man, they have just absolutely shot themselves in the foot. Especially as good as they are offensively, it's just a bit surprising how much they continue to implode. 1st
and 15 now in the senior high 19. Blitz coming. The quarterback will go down as Makai Bradley flexes those muscles. The sack. And what a play by the junior linebacker for the Tigers, who shot the gap and sacks the quarterback.
Listen, it's simple offensively. When you read the blitz as the quarterback, got to get rid of the ball. You can't hold it. You got one read and throw the ball. You're not going to be able to hold it and go to your second option, especially when you have that middle blitz coming right up at your face. So here we go. We've got 2nd and 23 and playing right into that Mansfield defense. They've shrunk the field. And you better dial up a good one here on 2nd and 23.
2:50 to go, third quarter, 14-7 Mansfield Senior. 2nd and 23 from the Tiger 28-yard line. Clark back to pass, nowhere to go. He'll roll left side. He's going to make a man miss who falls down. It was Makai Bradley. He'll get inside the 15, be tackled at around the 12-yard line as he just made one little move, and Makai started to go the other way in a nifty move, Eric. Right there by the quarterback,
job.
Noah Clark, picking up a lot of that yardage back.
Yeah, good job there, making the linebacker lose his feet, slip and slide, put him back into a more manageable 3rd and 8. For me, 2-down territory. So if you feel like you have the numbers and you can still utilize that run game, I would. And if you notice, this is when they've been utilizing Sam Williams-Dixon on the underneath routes.
3rd and 8. And the senior high 12-yard line, back to pass over the middle. They got it to Williams-Dixon, who got hit and goes down. Oh, my. That time it was Miles Bradley who came up and drilled him at about the 11-yard line. We got a replay in the booth. Watch Miles here.
Yeah, and there you go. There's the drag route. What I say right there, dragging across. Now, here's the difference. See, that time Mansfield wasn't playing man. That's where your quarterback. 2 things there. Your receiver needs to know you're in man, Aaron. When you're in man, you stop in the middle of the field. Don't keep running across because you're going to run into coverage. As a quarterback, know that, so that way you don't throw your running back into getting hit, releasing across the middle of the field.
1-yard gain. It's 4th and 7 for West Holmes at the senior high 11-yard line. 1:21 to go, third quarter, 14-7 Mansfield Senior. Back to pass Clark. He'll throw it to the right side, nearly intercepted, incomplete, and the Tigers will turn it over on downs. And guess who? Again, Keontez Bradley, who has shined tonight defensively and offensively.
That's a heck of a play over there defensively. What a break on the ball there, because I even like the route there. It's a man route. He's working and then peels back. It's almost like a skinny out. Way to break on the ball right there. That is a fantastic play by Mr. Bradley there.
Keontez Bradley, the junior.
What a play.
He has shined here tonight.
That is a really nice play defensively by the young corner there. Very impressed with that play.
And how about this Tiger defense that just bends and bends like a rubber band but will not bust?
Well, and what you notice is because of the way they play defense so aggressively, once you get inside the 20, it's harder to get. You can work the field 20 to 20, but can you score inside the 20 on them?
So Senior High takes over on downs at their own 11-yard line. 1st and 10, 1:14 to go, third quarter. They lead 14-7. 4 wide receivers. They'll bring a man in motion. They'll fake the handoff, and unfortunately, Brock Hill kept it and got sandwiched.
Right.
Oh, man. 3-4 Knights come in. First guy through was the senior defensive tackle, Walker Graham.
Yeah, Walker Graham was definitely the first one there. Got his DNA all over that. I'm impressed right now with both defenses. But like I said at the onset of the half here, when we started this second half, this is a Mansfield Senior game. Mansfield Seniors got exactly what they wanted. They wanted this to turn into a low-scoring slugfest, and that's exactly what they've got.
2-yard loss, 2nd and 12 from their own 9-yard line. 33 seconds to play, third quarter. Tigers lead by a touchdown. Hill back to pass, going down the middle, but nobody's there. Overthrows everybody. There were 4 defensive backs there for West Holmes and 1 Senior High player. It was Amar Davis. But fortunately, if you're a Tiger fan, it was a good 5 yards ahead of everybody. Yeah. It'll fall incomplete near midfield.
I mean, you teach your quarterback on that. If you're going to miss deep. Miss over his head, make him run and get it. Now, the problem if you're Mansfield is you still got 26 seconds. Probably could have ran out the quarter. Now, incomplete, clock's not running, and you got yourself a 3rd and 12. So, might not be a bad idea to get that clock running. Maybe we got quads down here.
4 wide receivers. To the right, 1 to the left, 3rd and 12, Senior High, their own 9-yard line. 26 seconds to play here in the third. Hill throws a slant down the middle. Got Deontay Bryant across the 30, hits the 40. 1 man to miss inside Knight territory. He'll be banged out of bounds inside the 45-yard line and around. Actually, they're going to put him right on the 40. And Brock Hill to Deontay Bryant on a slant, and the Tigers go from the goal line to Knight territory in the blink of an eye.
Hey, there you go, 3rd and long. You basically run 4 verts to the quads, and then you just read the safety. Does the safety take 3 or does he take 4? And it's real simple. He took 3. That means you got the skinny out of that number 4 wide receiver, and there's the result.
1st and 10, Home and Kitchen Supply, first down, 16 seconds to play, third quarter, 14-7 Tigers, 1st and 10 at the Knight 40-yard line. 4 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll throw it quickly. It's Avion Gross, tries to get a block, tries to get it split between 2 guys. He'll get hit at the 35, go back, and now fight his way forward. He'll get to the 35. Good, tough running after the catch by Avion Gross, and that will bring us to the end of the third quarter. After 3 from Arlin Field in the OCC opener. It's Mansfield Senior 14, West Holmes 7. We're back in a minute. You're listening to High School Football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
Welcome back to Arlin Field with 3 quarters in the books. It is Mansfield Senior leading West Holmes by a score of 14-7. The Tigers will have it here as we start the fourth quarter. Quick pass, and it's going to be caught.
Wow.
As they threaded a needle from the 35-yard line down around the 14.
Down around the 14, and it was funny because he actually threw it a little bit low and behind the receiver. That was a great catch. Is that Miles Bradley?
That was Miles Bradley that brought it in.
Yeah.
I mean, that was threading a needle.
Yeah, that was an incredible catch because I'll tell you what he did.
Two guys there.
He almost threw it to the underneath guy. I almost thought it was going to be intercepted. So that was a great catch by the wide receiver.
Brock Hill oozing that confidence here. He had a touchdown run of 1 yard in the third quarter after Senior High blocked a punt, ran it down to the 1 yard line. line with Ricky Mills. He punched it in. Senior High trying to go up 2 scores. 1st and 10 at the West Holmes 14-yard line. 11:35 to go here in the ball game. They'll hand it off to Ricky Mills, who will try and bull his way, but there was just too many bodies to get through. He'll get a short gain right up the middle. Guy that got him by the legs, and you can name 5 West Holmes players. The first guy was senior defensive tackle Walker Graham.
Yeah, Walker did a nice job there, kind of killing the engine, as they say, wrapping up those legs and then doing that old roll. So they picked up 2 yards on that play. They're getting back to more of their traditional package. So Senior High looks like, I think that might have even been to kind of give Miles Bradley a little bit of a break there. I think his ankle's a little bit sore after that last catch. So Senior High could punch this in here. If these TY Tigers can get in the end zone, man, that could be a backbreaker here for the Knights.
To go against that defense?
Yeah, and try to get 2 touchdowns in a quarter. That's a tough ask.
And hang on, Chioke just took a timeout. We will keep it right here. This may not be a full timeout, as we've seen that a little bit here tonight. We'll keep it right here and remind you are listening to the WMAN High School Football Game of the Week. It's powered by Stone Ridge in Lexington, where teamwork is one of their top core values. You can join their team at stoneridge.com/careers. WMAN hooking up with our good friends tonight at the OH Report to bring you live high school football on week 4. Another dynamite night in one of the best stadiums across the state of Ohio at Arlin Field. And what a ball game. Eric and I were talking about it at halftime. We personally, this is week 4. This is our 5th game of the year. We haven't had one of those, tight moments in the ball game, really close in the 4th quarter. I'm enjoying this one.
Yeah, it's kind of nice for a change. Get us a nice competitive game here. We're in the 4th quarter, and
you're opening league play too.
Yeah, and I mean, and how about opening a league play with, 2 teams that are both just flat quality. And clear back when we did our preseason analysis over at the station, we said this was the game. This was the game we all had circled, and even though West Holmes might have been the preseason favorite, we knew the Tigers were going to definitely have a paw in it.
Hey, yeah, you got it. And everybody's in the house here tonight. A lot of media here covering tonight's football game. And we will have Senior High with the football. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. And
something
on the scoreboard is not working.
Don't know.
I heard. The visitor timeouts do not work.
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
But they do have more than 0.
Yes,
they're just letting everybody know that. Senior High, 2nd and 8 from the Knight 12-yard line. They'll pitch it left side to the back, and Brett Shear closes quickly and makes the tackle. That time, Zion Brown caught the football. He'll get a yard down to the 11, but how about the linebacker? Brett Shear was all over it.
Yeah, that's a great job. Good pursuit to the ball, way to work inside out. And if you're Mansfield, dial up your best play right here to try to get in the end zone. What's your best red zone play? I guarantee Coach Bradley and his offensive staff have practiced this multiple times. This is the situation. What's your best play here? And here's the thing. Don't do anything crazy, because they have a good enough kicker. They can get their 3, and a 2-score lead is monumental right now.
Senior High inside that Shakely Mechanical red zone. 3rd and 7 from the Knight 11-yard line. Brock Hill rolling to the right, throws a fastball and batted away, nearly intercepted around the goal line. Maltrich got a hand on it. Kyle Maltrich, the sophomore, got a paw on it, and we may see a field goal attempt from Senior High. I know, seeing some film, that Sean Putt can kick it from this range.
Absolutely. You're looking at a 29-yarder here, 28-yarder.
This would be big.
Aaron. Yeah,
because it would go to 2 scores.
Absolutely, and that's what I said. A 2-score game right now is huge, Aaron. So just make sure you step well, protect the outside, and right through the uprights.
And he will kick it from the left side. And it's on the way, and it is good. Field goal up and good for Sean Putt. It becomes a 2-score lead for Mansfield Senior, and we will step aside with 9:49 to go in the football game. Tigers 17, West Holmes Knights 7. Back in a minute. You're listening to high school football on WMAN.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Lender, craftsman, Dog Dead. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus.
Back at Arlin Field, Aaron Hines, Eric Well, WMAN, and the OH report. Kickoff's going to be bobbled by West Holmes. The return man tried to get up and just got drilled.
Man.
Oh, man.
Secure the kick, young fella, because I'll tell you what, he took one there.
Here is we had a replay in the booth on the field goal, and you were wondering if somebody hit somebody right on that attack.
I didn't know if he had run into the kicker there because it looked like the coaches were reacting, but I actually thought he stopped short, and the kicker kind of fell into him a little bit. I think that was a good no call.
By the way, 28-yard field goal by Sean Putt. How monstrous was that, because it's now 2 scores. Yes. With under 10 to go in the fourth quarter.
Well, and what this does, Aaron, this pretty much makes this almost a must score for West Holmes.
You need points out of this drive.
There's only another possession or 2 left in this game.
So Senior High defensively will try and slow down the Knights. They'll throw a pass left side. Got it. It's Brett Shear. He's going to break free inside Senior High territory. Inside the 40. Makes another man miss. He breaks the tackle, and he's going to go to the house.
Holy smokes!
80 yards. Brett Shear. Incredible play by West Holmes. And they score in the blink of an eye after he broke tackle after tackle.
Oh, my goodness.
We got the replay in the booth. There's one tackle.
That's 210 pounds of angry. Boom! Get out the way.
Wow.
He is just throwing dudes. I'm telling you, if you could get on the internet and find the OH report to see that play. I'm telling you right now,
Brett Shear.
That was unbelievable. That dude was running like he was angry at the grass. Holy cow.
Well, you know what he was like, guys? I'm going to get us back in the game just like that. And West Holmes scores in about 10 seconds.
Wow.
After Senior High just put it up 2 scores. The touchdown goes 80 yards, and he broke 2 tackles, but the last one was incredible.
He literally runs a guy over for 10 yards. It's pretty bad when our producer here for the OH report almost falls backwards out of his chair. Travis Berardi literally almost hit his head on the back wall. You don't see that very often.
9:24 to go in the football game. An 80-yard TD pass, but it wasn't 80 yards in the air. It was mostly Brett Shear. They got him the ball, and he became like a wrecking ball running down the field. 80 yards to the house. We did have an injury on one of the Senior High players, but able to get off the field, so that is good news.
Yeah, it was number 6. It was Aaron Thornton there. Yeah, he was able to get off on his own power there, so that's good news.
You know what's funny is I got a message from West Holmes coach Zach Gardner. They didn't know if Brett Shear was going to go tonight. He had an injury, or somebody had an injury last week, and they weren't sure.
Well, that dude ate his Wheaties. I'm telling you right now, man.
2 bowls.
Woo! Holy smokes, that was big time.
Nick Ginsburg on for the point after. High snap, they'll get it down, kick on the way, and that kick is no good. Wide left, it still stays. A Mansfield Senior 4-point lead. A field goal would not tie this game, and the Knights would have to score a touchdown to take the lead. No good, wide left.
We've never called a Mansfield game if they've ever lost the special teams battle.
That is correct.
It's unbelievable.
Travis is going to get us another replay. He breaks 2 tackles, and boom, there's the third one where the Senior High defensive player lowers his shoulder, and when he hit him, it was like he was shot out of a cannon.
Hey,
I mean, he went 5 yards the other direction.
No regard for human life on that. There's no doubt about it. That is big boy football right there. I'll be honest with you, Aaron, that's almost a heck of a play, almost like no matter what, whoever wins this game. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. That was unbelievable. That's on somebody's highlight film right there.
I was going to say, I know throughout the week people like to do, the top play of the week. That's landing everywhere this week, right?
Yeah, you can play that thing on ESPN, man. That could be one of those you call in and say, take a look at this young guy. Just, like I said, no regard for human life on that one. Woo!
All right, so it's a 4-point Senior High lead. after the extra point was missed wide left. And Senior High's had a lot of guys get in. They've rushed West Holmes in the special teams. As Ginsburg will kick it off, it'll be fielded. Hang on, goes through the hands of Amar Davis into the end zone. He was going to catch it at the 2-yard line, went through the hands into the end zone. It'll be a touchback, so Senior High will bring it out to the 20-yard line. High school football tonight on WMAN. We've talked throughout the night about our iHeartRadio Athlete of the Week, presented by the Neil Cady Insurance Agency of Ashland and Norwalk. We'll hand a new one out this week. Last 2 weeks, it's been a soccer player, Brooklyn Foltz from Mansfield Senior, and Shelby quarterback Marshall Shepard, who's just had 18 touchdowns heading into tonight, and he at least had 3. So who has 21 touchdowns in week 4?
Right.
That's
Actually,
incredible.
I think he's got 4 now.
Oh,
Shelby's
all right.
up 35-0. I know the backup quarterback had a real long run, but I think Marshall might have thrown 4 touchdown passes. I can't confirm that, but I think it's 4.
All right, as we are ready to go here from Arlin Field. As Senior High up 4 will hand the football off, and they ran into the brick wall. His name is Brett Shear again, among others, on the stop. But Brett Shear was the lead guy in that brick wall.
Man, he's had a game, hasn't he, Aaron?
He's been really, really good.
Man, that's good. Good. I mean, he just stood him up.
That was Zion Brown on the carry. But tell you what, Brett Shear is getting his imprint all over this game late.
Man, he is a physical football player.
Brett Shear.
He plays even bigger than 210
Yeah,
pounds.
he's 5'10", 210. Bowling ball, brick wall. He's done it all here. 2nd and 10, Senior High from their own 20-yard line. Quick slant caught just across the 25-yard line. Little pitch and little catch there was Deontay Bryant, who had that big catch earlier. Give him 5 yards out to the 25. 3rd and manageable. 5 yards to go for Mansfield Senior. Leading 17-13 with under 8.5 to go in the game. And every play here forward is huge.
You can feel it now, Aaron. Come on now, right? We can feel it. I mean, the juice of this thing is just starting to come. So we've got a big 3rd and medium here. So, Mansfield going empty here. They're probably going to try to get something quick. Can West Holmes get pressure on Brock Hill?
5 wide receivers, 3 right, 2 left. 3rd and 5 from their own 25. Hill, quick pass right side near the first down. Caught, first down. Got it. It's Avion Gross. He's going to make another man miss across the 35, out near the 37. Got a man on his leg and a Holman Kitchen Supply first down, and he was making guys miss left and right. You could tell he wanted to turn on those afterburners. He wanted to get loose. He gets a first down to the 39, and that is a big first down.
Big first down. Keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock moving. Mansfield struggles to run the ball, Aaron, so this quick pass game has to be an extension of that, which means Brock Hill's got to be on point, on target. Receivers need to make sure they're securing catches. Don't put the ball on the carpet. Now is not the time for a turnover. If you're West Holmes, be aggressive, win the first 2 seconds, and see if the D-line can get home to the quarterback.
5 wide receivers, 4 to the right, 1 to the left. 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line, and hang on. Movement on Mansfield Senior.
Yeah, false start by the number 3 wide receiver there.
Not what the Tigers wanted to do. 7:19 to play in the football game. Mansfield Senior leads 17-13 over West Holmes. Great crowd tonight here at Arlin Field. WMAN teaming up with the OH Report to bring you live high school football here in Week 4, the OCC opener. And whoever wins tonight, you feel the title goes through them the rest of the way. These two have played elite here into the 4th quarter. Mansfield Senior 1st and 15. Back to pass. Brock Hill steps up. Some pressure coming. He'll throw it. Oh, no. Going to be intercepted. Tucker Kaufman around the 37-yard line. He's going to try and return it into the end zone. He will not. He'll be tackled around the 5-yard line.
Man.
As chasing him down that time to make the tackle was Elias Owens, the sophomore. If he doesn't, that's a touchdown. Hang on. There is a penalty marker on the field.
I think it's going to be holding on Mansfield. Penalty declined, and I think it's going to be a first down on the 5-yard line.
Boy, Brock Hill would love to have that throwback.
Yeah,
you just know it.
He just misread that. So that's the mistake you can't have. So we've had 2 big mistakes. We'll see if the second one here leads to points against Mansfield. But, yeah, that was just there really wasn't a receiver even in the area.
So Tucker Kaufman returns it to the 5-yard line. He intercepted it right around the 37, 38-yard line. Just an underthrown pass by Brock Hill.
Yes, it was.
And now the Knights are in the red zone. They are knocking on the door.
Now, mind you, Mansfield's defense, hey, as long as they're not in, no issues. This defense is fantastic. And remember, West Holmes can't do it with 3.
Inside the Shake the Mechanical red zone, they'll hand it off to the running back, and he will get a very short gain. Miles Bradley in to make the stop that time on Sam Williams-Dixon, the sophomore. They'll put him down after about a 1-yard gain. Good close right there by Bradley and crew for just a 1-yard gain. So 2nd and goal from the 4. West Holmes, again, the senior high 4-yard line. 6.5 to go here in the game. Low snap going to be fielded by the running back, and he's going to go into the end zone. Woo! You don't draw it up that way, but you don't apologize, as Dixon Williams grabbed the ball and just knifed his way between people into the end zone. A 4-yard touchdown run, and just like that, West Holmes has the lead on a broken play.
Well, and it's just that, Aaron. It's funny because if the running back doesn't pick that up, the quarterback's down. The quarterback reaches for it. You saw the quarterback, Noah Clark, dive for it. The running back beat him to it and walks into the end zone. That's a fortuitous bounce there for the old Knights.
That's a 4-yard TD run. Ginsburg will put the point after, up and good. We will keep it right here with 6:26 to go in the football game. We're going to get a replay here in the booth.
Yeah, watch this, Aaron.
Quarterback's lined up, low snap, and the quarterback went to reach for it, but the running back that time just grabbed it, Williams-Dixon, and knifed into the end zone.
Right. I tell you what, Aaron, the Williams-Dixon young man, he's been as advertised. We heard a lot about him coming into this game, and been very impressed with him. To think about him playing another 2.5 years of high school football, if you're a West Holmes Knight fan, that's got to be pretty exciting stuff, because there's no doubt he's a good ball player. He's a difference maker. He's had his imprints and his DNA all over this game. He's a fine young athlete. So you got yourself a nice one there.
West Holmes has scored 13 unanswered points after they were down 10. And Eric, we barely played 3 minutes since Mansfield Senior took that lead by 10. West Holmes had a huge play. Brett Shear changed this game. He's a heck of a play. He's game changer. He's all of that right now.
Right.
That play was monstrous. Point after was good. It's West Holmes 20. Mansfield Senior 17, 6:26 to go in the game. Still lots of football to go if you're Mansfield Senior. You don't hang your head here. You go attack here.
And they won't. You know, Mansfield's been in. I mean, think about this, Aaron. They've been in this situation more than they haven't this year. You know, even against North Canton Hoover last week. This is just business as usual.
Ginsburg's kickoff is going to be fielded by Miles Bradley at the 10-yard line. He'll get across the 15, going right side. Across the 20, makes a man miss there. 25, tries to tight rope the sideline. He'll step out of bounds at the 26-yard line is where he will go down with 6:17 to go in the football game. 20-17 West Holmes as the tide has turned the Knights' way.
The first half was 7-7. You know, a couple nice plays. This has been like, this is a Maylock smasher. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fantastic.
How about this?
I need a Rolade, man.
How about this? We had our first 2 scores of the game were a minute apart in the second quarter. That was it for the first half. We had 1 score in the third quarter. We've had 3 in the fourth quarter, about 3 minutes apart.
It's great. Yeah. And right now the intensity's picking up. Like, literally the fans, the crowd, the media, we're like hanging on every play here. This is what you want, man. We finally got it.
We get it in the OCC opener. Mansfield Senior down 3, 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. They'll pitch it to Zion Brown, trying to get off the left side here, and he'll get a short gain out near the 29. Give him 3. He'll go down there, and Mansfield Senior, who has struggled to run this season, trying to get a little something going here on the ground. And the thing about it is, Eric, you have a good field goal kicker.
Yes.
It's not like you feel you have to score on one big play. You'd love
That's
to,
right.
But you feel you have a lot of options.
Yeah, and time's not a problem. You're at 2nd 7. You're at 5:45 left in the game. You know, just play football. Run what you do. You know, you don't have to get crazy here. This isn't panic time.
4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, a back behind the quarterback, Brock Hill. Back to pass, going to throw a fastball. Got it. Miles Bradley at the 45-yard line. Home and Kitchen Supply first down on a strike from Brock Hill. What a throw.
Absolutely. That's a good ball there, threading the needle in between the safety and the corner. And Miles Bradley has played his butt off today, defensively, offensively. That's a great play right there. He's kind of limping off. You can tell he's got a little bit of a calf or a little bit of an ankle issue, but he keeps being resilient and tough and getting back in. So you don't have to abandon the run here either if you're Mansfield. I know that that's not kind of your calling card, but you don't have to abandon it.
16 yards on that throw and catch, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. 5 to play in the game, and the ball is going to be dropped. They threw it out right in the flat. The receiver that time was Avion Gross, and I think he just wanted to catch it and get going before the ball got to him.
And, man, it's just you got all these great athletes. We saw it happen with West Holmes earlier. Just catch the ball first. You can't be an athlete until you catch the ball. Do the simple things first. You know, as they say, do the routine routinely. You know what I mean? Once you catch that, be an athlete. So now we got a second down. The clock did stop, and they're approaching 4-down territory as well.
4:59 to go in the game. West Holmes 20, Mansfield Senior 17, 2nd and 10 from their own 45-yard line, and penalty marker will come out as the ball is snapped and somebody moved on the senior high offensive line.
Yeah. You could see him. I saw the foot position back there, so that's a good call by the side judge. And the funny thing is here's how you know he was right, is because it was coming from the Mansfield side. Trust me, Coach Bradley and his staff was not calling for a full start. So it was on that left side of the offensive line. I think it was the guard's left foot, the left guard's left foot.
Well, after that big play, they're going to be backed up now. 2nd down and 15 from their own 40-yard line. They trail West Holmes by 3, under 5 to go in the game. Brock Hill back to pass, going to fire one, got a receiver. It's Owens, and he caught it. He caught it in West Holmes territory at the 47-yard line. I'll tell you what, Eric, you look at Elias Owens, a 6'5 sophomore, 220, good hands that time in senior high with 3rd and very short.
See, you don't even need yards after catch here. Now it's 3rd and a long yard, probably 3rd and almost 2. We'll call it a long yard and a half. You've got your entire playbook here. You could attack it through the pass. I would assume this is going to be 4-down territory if you're Mansfield. It doesn't have to be, though, but I'd say being in plus territory, they're going to be pretty aggressive here.
All right, 3rd and 2, senior high officially from the Knight 47-yard line. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Quarterback with a back beside him. They'll fake it. Brock Hill's going to take it, get the 1st down inside the 40, spins, drives the pile, still moving the legs inside the 35 and down near the 32. A 15-yard home and kitchen supply run, and watch the quarterback right here.
And that thing opened right up, didn't it? Looked like parting the Red Sea there. And I'll tell you what, that's a great job of not hesitating. He just put his foot in the ground, got north and south. Great play. Aaron, what was that, 15, 16 yards?
That was 15 yards.
Yeah, nice play there. I'll tell you what, way to lower your head, young man. And way to bounce back after the interception. You know, that can mess with you mentally. You just got to get back in, do your thing, execute, go down and win a ball game in the final minute.
3:30 to go in the football game. 20-17 West Holmes. Mansfield Senior 1st and 10 from the Knight 33-yard line. Back to pass Hill. He'll step up, move to the right, looking for a receiver. Nowhere to go, going to tuck it and run. He'll get around the 30-yard line just shy and go down right there. There wasn't a lot of room to run. Good job defensively. There he is. There's Baldridge again for West Holmes at the 31. So it's a couple yards there for Brock Hill. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Just over 3 to go here in the football game. And
man,
boy, I said it I said 2 minutes ago. Every play was magnified. We're zooming in a little further now.
We're like literally. We got a huge window open here. I'm getting ready to fall out onto the siding and slide out onto the field. This is a juicy one, baby.
2:47 to go in the football game. 20-17 West Holmes. Senior high, 2nd and 8 from the Knight 31-yard line. Back to pass Hill. He'll look left side, throw it. Caught. Miles Bradley at the 25, at the 20. Makes a man miss there, and he'll go down right there around the 20-yard line as Miles Bradley with another home and kitchen supply 1st down. And boy, does Miles Bradley have good hands.
Hey, he's got great. Well, he's a senior. He's been through these battles, man. He even played a little bit on that state runner-up team.
He was a sophomore, right?
He was a sophomore. He's got a lot of reps. That's the guy that has to carry you. Him and Avion Gross right now have to carry this group of people. They've been there. They've got the scars. They've got the wounds. They've got the blood, sweat, and tears. They're the guys that have gotten you as a program where you are at. You are chasing OCC title right now. You put it in your best player's hands.
By the way, Travis Berardi was showing me a picture there. I know you can see it if you're watching. Sean Putt warming up that right leg just in case he's needed. Mansfield Senior will burn a timeout. We will keep it right here. We don't want you to miss anything. 1:56 to go in the football game. West Holmes 20, Mansfield Senior 17. Tigers first and 10. Ball at the night 20-yard line. Sean Putt down on the sideline all by himself.
Getting lathered up.
Warming up that right leg.
Getting
Just in
lathered
case
up.
it's needed.
Hey,
I think they'd rather have a touchdown, but
oh yeah,
be ready.
Hey, listen, there's no better reality TV than sports. You know what I mean? We watch all this reality TV. This isn't scripted, baby. This is just guys competing, chasing a league title. This is one of those games that's it's interesting because, Aaron, we're actually coming down to the opposite of what we talked about in the opening. It's West Holmes' defense against Mansfield's offense. These are the two things that we didn't necessarily talk about in the opening. We were talking about that Tiger defense against that West Holmes offense. Well, we're in a position here that it's the script's been flipped. It's the best reality TV that you could possibly have. This is fantastic. This is good high school sports in North Central Ohio.
And coming down to the wire here at Arlin Field. All right, onto the field, senior high. First and 10. Again, they're at the West Holmes 20-yard line. 1:56 to go in the football game. West Holmes 20, senior high 17. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. They'll bring a man in motion. They'll hand the football off. No, Brock Hill's going to keep it, and he's going to get 8 up.
Man, what a play.
Right at the 20-yard line. Terrific defensive play by West Holmes. It was Corbin Felton, the junior nose tackle, that just ate that play up right at the line of scrimmage.
6 foot, 185 pounds, man. Great job. If you're 185 pounds and you're playing nose guard, you're tougher than a $2 steak. So there's no doubt about it. That's a heck of a play. And not only that, he took the nose guard because you got a 3-man front there, which means you got a head up on the center and you got 2 5s. And then you have your 2 backers sitting over top of the guards. That's a great job by that nose guard right there.
Clock running, 1:16 to go in the football game. Senior high, 2nd and 10 from the night 20-yard line, trailing by 3. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right. Hill in the pistol. Mills behind him. Back to pass. They'll throw it. Keontae Bradley's got it at the 22. Makes a man miss down near the 15-yard line. He'll be about 5 yards shy of a first down. Under a minute to go in the game, and 3rd down coming up for Mansfield Senior.
And Mansfield's, I believe, only got 1 timeout
what the
left.
Scoreboard has,
yeah,
correct.
They've only got 1 timeout. So you're under 50 seconds here. Listen, go try to score here. Try to get a first down here. See, I would actually speed up just a touch here. I wouldn't just completely just play for the field goal.
Because maybe, if you get the first down, right?
Maybe you can get something here.
35 seconds
this
to go in the game.
This is coming down, man.
3rd down and 5 from the West Holmes 15-yard line. 3 wide receivers left. 1 to the right. This place is getting loud at Arlin Field. 25 seconds. Snap goes back. Brock Hill's going to pick it up. He's on one knee, so he's down, and it's back around the 31-yard line. Just disaster for Mansfield Senior.
Man. And who called it? Mansfield called
Takes
their last
time out.
So it's 4th down. What a play. And you know what's funny, Aaron? I don't know if you followed this the last time. When Mansfield called their last time out, they got it right before the snap. The center missed it low and left. So it's interesting that this play gets off, and what was the ball? It was low and left. So that was consistent with what we saw a few plays ago. Now, if you're Mansfield, listen, erase it. Be where your feet are, Aaron. That's what you're talking about in this huddle. Be where your feet are, meaning you can't control the last play. You've got 16 seconds. You've got this 4th down. You can get a first down here. Now, mind you, they have no timeouts. So if they would happen to complete something here and it's inbounds, you've got to sprint to the line, down the ball right away. You can't waste any time. Anything other than a first down or a touchdown, the game's over anyways.
All right, so Mansfield Senior out of the timeout. Let's see what Chioke and the crew dial up on 4th and 16 from the West Holmes 31-yard line. There is 16 seconds to play in the game. West Holmes 20, Mansfield Senior 17. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Brock Hill by himself in the gun. There's the snap, back to pass, 15 seconds. He'll step up, nowhere to go. He's going to throw it into the end zone. He's got a guy out there. Oh, it falls incomplete.
Wow.
The wide receiver stumbled and fell down. He had Giante Bryant in the back of the end zone. And I think if he doesn't stumble, that's a touchdown.
He had him. He was definitely by the defense. And Brock Hill takes a shot on the throw. Oh, he just misread it and kind of got his feet caught up, backing up. What a finish, Aaron.
Wow.
What a finish.
Boy, I'll tell you what, just lost his balance. If it doesn't happen, that probably is a game-winning touchdown.
Wow.
Instead, West Holmes looks like they will survive as the ball will be turned over on downs. at the 31-yard line with 5 seconds
Hey,
to play.
What a great game.
Yeah.
Aaron, we have been just starving for this. I'll tell you what, I feel for the young man. It was right there, man. That's one you're dreaming about right there. Oh, man, so there's the knee, and that's going to do it, Aaron.
West Holmes will take a knee. 5 seconds runs off the clock, and final score from Arlin Field. West Holmes down 10 points with about 9 minutes to go in the game, scores 13 unanswered points and stuns Mansfield Senior. Final score, West Holmes 20, Mansfield Senior 17. A terrific football game. You just hate to see somebody go away on the wrong end of this one.
Yeah, and you know what? This is, and like I said, this is easy for me to say. We're standing up here in the box, but great game by both teams. I have a tremendous amount of respect. This is one of those games I literally believe both teams are good. If they play this game 10 times, it's a 5-5 split. I really believe that, Aaron. I think it's a 5-5 split. West Holmes took this one, though, so that's the only one that matters. And now they do have a major leg up in the league because these were two sledgehammers swinging tonight. Neither one of them flinched. Just one was able to swing one more time than the other.
Well, you can say at least for now, after week 4, the OCC title runs through West Holmes as they win a showdown early on here in the conference opener. We'll step aside. Our post-game show coming up next, brought to you by the Mansfield Richland County Public Library. This game's in the books, and what a game it was. Final score from Arlin Field, West Holmes 20. Mansfield Senior 17. We'll wrap it up next. You're listening to High School Football on WMAN.
When you're a local business owner, getting your business online can be a painful, expensive undertaking. But it doesn't have to be. With TMS Plus Digital Essentials, you'll get 6 essential services to launch your digital marketing, all for one low monthly price. Cut through the noise of today's digital world. No hype, just results. That's TMS Plus. Visit tmsplus.com now for your free digital snapshot and for a chance to win a free 5-page website.
Lender, craftsman, dog dad. We're more than our job titles, and you're more than an account number. The personal attention we provide comes from a promise to serve you with respect and compassion. By being responsive to your questions and taking time to understand your needs and goals, we give you more than just a place to bank. That's the more you can expect from Park National Bank. Find John or a banker near you at parknationalbank.com. Park National Bank, where you mean more.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome back to Arlin Field in Mansfield. What a ball game tonight as we begin our post-game show, brought to you by your friends at the Mansfield Richland County Public Library here on WMAN, teaming up with the OH Report tonight. It was West Holmes a winner, 20-17. And Eric, as we recap this football game, nobody scored after the first quarter. Second quarter, it was West Holmes getting on the board at the 8:29 mark, a 6-yard touchdown throw and catch from the quarterback Clark to the wide receiver Garrett Eastep. Point after was good by Ginsburg, made it 7-0. But Mansfield Senior answered. 7:34 mark of the second quarter. It was Keontae Bradley on a 32-yard touchdown catch from quarterback Brock Hill. Point after good by Sean Putt, made it 7-7. That was our score at the half. Brock Hill, after a terrific, basically blocked punt, may have been into one of his teammates when the West Holmes quarterback was punting the football, but Senior High did a great job, scooped it up, ran it down to the goal line. Ricky Mills did, and at the 9:24 mark, it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Brock Hill. Point after good by Sean Putt, made it 14-7. That's how we wrapped up the third quarter. At the 9:49 mark of the third quarter, Sean Putt had a 28-yard field goal. It made it 17-7 Mansfield Senior, leading by 10. Feeling good with 9 minutes to go in the football game, but Brett Shear changed the show as he had an 80-yard touchdown where he was bowling people over left and right at the 9:24 mark. Point after was no good, made it 17-13. And then at the 6:26 mark, it was West Holmes on a 4-yard touchdown run on a broken play. There was a low snap. The quarterback couldn't field it. He was on a knee. He was going to grab it, but the running back reached over Sam Williams-Dixon and ran it in. Point after was good, made it 20-17. It ended up being our final score, but Senior High made it really interesting late. They had a chance. The wide receiver, Bryant, stumbled in the end zone, just lost his momentum. If not, I think Senior High may have walked out of here with this one.
Right, and the story of the game, I mean, you could talk about the turnover, Aaron. You could talk about the low snap, which took them out of field goal range, right? I mean, I think if nothing else, they get out here with an opportunity to tie it from the field goal, because that would have definitely been within range for Putt. And you know, even that with the throw to the end zone, the receiver had a step or two on the secondary. So just there were opportunities there, but they were unable to capitalize on those. So West Holmes got out of here with a hard-fought win on the road, big-time OCC game. And you got to credit the Knights for making 2 or 3 plays, and 2 or 3 more plays than the Tigers were able to make tonight. That was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a showing tonight for West Holmes. Yeah, both teams played very, very well, as I know we are going to be joined for a moment here by one of the West Holmes players as the guy who really had the play of the night. I think we're getting everything all set up. Are we ready to go? Almost ready to go. As we talk about this game, you know, West Holmes with a big win. Senior High played so well. Conference opener. This was just absolutely terrific here tonight at Arlin Field. Final score, Mansfield Senior falls to West Holmes 20-17. And we do have joining us here in the press box. This is great.
This would be the guy who pretty much had the play of the night, and that is Brett Shear. First of all, Brett, thank you for coming up here. Grab that microphone there and walk us through. You caught an 80-yard touchdown, but you just ran guys over left and right down that sideline. If you would, just walk us through that a little bit. What was going through your mind there?
Well, we've been practicing that play all week, and we've actually ran that play last year, and it worked pretty well. We never scored a long touchdown on it, but we did this year. It was pretty awesome. He called that play, and I knew it was going to be open because the whole game, their DBs haven't been getting back. And thankfully on that play, I went out there. I was wide open, caught it. One of their safeties, they recognized it pretty quick. They came out, tried to tackle me. They couldn't. And then I started running downfield. 2 more guys came over. Thankfully, I just kept my legs turning and scored a touchdown.
Hey, and I noticed you have a tattoo right there.
I do.
You play like you have a tattoo. Dude, you are fun to watch, man.
Thank you.
You played great defensively, great offensively. You had one of the best plays I've ever seen in high school football on that reception.
Appreciate it.
I mean, that was an incredible play. So leading up into this game, what was the give me one offense and one defensive focus that you had coming into this game? Because this is a huge game. I mean, everybody in this area has been talking about West Holmes Senior High. It's a huge conference championship game. What were your coaches and your players? What were you guys dialed in on? One thing offensively, one thing defensively that you constantly heard from your coaches this week?
Well, first things, they're a great team. They're very talented. They're very sound, great coaching. Offensive-wise, we just wanted to score as many points as we can. Obviously, they're a very powerful offense. We wanted to run it up. We couldn't get it going in the first half.
Right.
We started out slow in the second half, and thankfully we just got going later in the second half. On defense, we just maintain them. Really, they love big plays. If we can hold them big plays, it's going to be a good game. So we wanted to limit their big plays. On defense, offense, we wanted to run it up, get a lot of running going, passing, the whole 9 yards.
Right. Now, I'm sorry, Aaron, real quick, I'm going to piggyback on that. You go in at halftime, it's 7-7.
Yep.
That's not a typical West Holmes game
Oh, no.
because you guys put points up,
Yep.
averaging 43 a game. What was the halftime conversation like? Because to us, it felt more like a Mansfield game than a West Holmes game because of the score, even though it's 7-7, you still like where you're at.
Yep. Well, obviously we walked in there. Our coaches, he told us, it's up to you. It's nothing about it.
Right.
It's up to us. We want to win it. If we want it, we can go win it. It's 7-7 at halftime. We can go out there and ball out, or we can let them ball out. It's up to us. It was pretty quiet in there. We made some adjustments.
Right.
And then some of the guys, some of our leaders, seniors, juniors, some of us got up. We started yelling. You know, we motivated our team, and I think that helped us a lot. It brought some fire out in us.
Right.
Real quick, you go down 10, 9 minutes to go in the game, but you guys didn't flinch. You guys didn't blink. Your play was huge. What was it like on the sideline when you went down 10? Maybe a spot you guys haven't been in a lot.
Obviously, our offense we have big play capability. We can score a lot of points in a little amount of time. We knew we had a lot of time left. We had a whole fourth quarter, and we had a little bit of a third quarter left. We knew we weren't out. We kept fighting,
Right.
and obviously we came back. And kudos to their team. They had a great team, and we balled out.
Right. And then, for us, it's kind of fun because this is the first time we've covered you guys this year. So this has been fun for us. We get to cover you again later in the year.
Awesome.
You're coming
At
to Shelby.
Shelby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is going to be another great game. But
Yep.
but I just wanted you to know, we really enjoyed covering this game tonight. This was so
Thank you.
fun for
Thank you.
us. And watching you play the way that you and your teammates played. It was inspiring football tonight, both sides.
Thank you.
And so you guys earned it, though. You deserve this.
Appreciate
one.
it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Walk up here wasn't fun. It was a
Yeah.
lot of steps.
Yeah.
Well,
They make you earn it.
We'll let you go. Enjoy the bus ride back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Awesome, brother.
Yes,
Great
congratulations
job.
on a big win. Good luck the rest of the way, okay? Thank you. Brett Shear coming up here in the broadcast booth here in the post-game show as tell you what, he absolutely had the play of the night for the West Holmes Knights. Yeah, be careful going down. Those are mighty narrow stairs
say,
here.
man,
Yeah.
he's right. That dude, that was probably the hardest part of his night was coming up these stairs.
He's like, it was easy. Touchdown, tackles. That was cake. Walking up the stairs in cleats.
What did I tell you? It's funny when they come up here. He's a solid kid, no doubt about
Yeah.
it. But he plays bigger than he is. Because I'm telling
Absolutely.
you, when he was running around on the field today, he was making play after play defensively. And then like I said, Aaron, we've both been watching this game a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen someone throw another human being like that running down the sideline. That was really impressive.
Good 5-7 yards as Brett Shear is getting handshakes and hugs as he walks off the field. That'll be a great bus ride back to West Holmes for the Knights as they win tonight. Final score, West Holmes 20 and Mansfield Senior 17. Before we get out of here, our post-game show again all season long is presented by the Mansfield Richland County Public Library. This one's in the books. Why aren't you? There are 9 branches and one big one in downtown
That's
Mansfield of the Mansfield Richland County Public Library. Stop by and see them. Great people, a lot of great services at your branch of the library. Again, online, check it out at mrcpl.org. This one's in the books, and before we get out of here, let's hand out, of course, our local team, Mansfield Senior. We're going to hand out a couple awards. Let's begin with who made a heck of a play, and we will begin with a junior who caught a touchdown basically on his knees. He was trying to stand up in the end zone. It was Keontae Bradley. It was the first score of the game. It kind of just hit him in the chest. It was a terrific play. And might I add, the defensive play he had near the pylon where he knocked the ball away.
Yeah.
Keontae Bradley played fantastic tonight. Heck of a play.
No, I would agree with you. He made 2 heck of a plays, so he could have get 2 of these.
I do have enough pizza coupons for 2. I have a stack.
Yeah, you ever say you could probably give him both. But in all seriousness, it was funny because he kind of got his feet twisted, falls down, and you could tell he was trying to get up, and then he thought, you know what, why am I trying to get up? I'm just going to catch the ball falling down here. So that was an incredible play. The level of difficulty on that, if he keeps his feet, Aaron, it's like a 2 to laying, falling down and trying to get up off your knees and making that about an 8, 9, or a 10. So that was a heck of a play, very deserving of that. And at that point in time, that was a huge momentum swing because West Holmes had just scored, and that was the 2-play answer back after the long kickoff return.
Our Spitzer Motors game changer tonight, and I know he didn't find the end zone, but he caught every pass. He was so involved defensively. Senior Miles Bradley just played another whale of a football game tonight. You could kind of tell playing through some injuries, but did not want to come out of this football game. And again, just Miles Bradley doing what Miles Bradley does.
Yeah, Miles Bradley is the heart and soul. Him and Angelo Gross are both the heart and soul of the TY Tiger football team. There's no doubt about it. Those two guys just leave everything every week against every opponent on the field. You can tell they care so much about Mansfield football. They literally play until you almost have to drag them off the field because you could see both of them have some lower leg issues, whether it's a hamstring, a calf, or an ankle, and they gut through it, and they played all the way to the end. They just fell a play or two short tonight. But, man, Miles Bradley continuing to do what he's been doing for 3 years since we've been covering.
Yeah, he was great on that run to the state championship game, and congratulations, our Spitzer Motors game changer, Miles Bradley Sr., defensive back, wide receiver, and do it all for Mansfield Senior. Stop by Spitzer Motors, West 4th Street in Ontario. Terrific lease deals right now. We mentioned brand new Kias. Also, trucks, 4-wheel drive, Jeeps. I know great on gas. You're looking at those Kias. Stop by and see them. They'll take care of you. West 4th Street in Ontario. And again, when you buy a new car at Spitzer's, free car washes for life. Love that. Stop by and see them, West 4th Street in Ontario. Drive Spitzer.com is the website. All right, before we get out of here, final stats, run them down. Travis Berardi, courtesy of the guru, who's a level below us, John Davis. He deserves his own shout-out.
That's
John Davis. Senior
JD.
high, when you look at this, 11 first downs to 14 for West Holmes. You look at West Holmes, 319 total yards, senior high with 249. You look at passing yards, Mansfield Senior had more. Who would have thought that coming in?
Exactly. Exactly what I was getting ready to say is Mansfield did a great job today through the air. Brock Hill had a nice game, but as you go down through there, that turnover is going to be huge here.
It is 195 through the air for Mansfield Senior, 186 for West Holmes. Now only 54 rushing yards for Mansfield Senior, 133 for West Holmes. The Knights had 9 penalties. Senior high had 5, so 78 penalty yards to 45. But the turnover right there you talked about for Mansfield Senior, and it came and it put him on the doorstep of the end zone for West Holmes.
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, the bobbled snap and then the
go-ahead score.
Right, Williams picks it up and is able to sashay into the end zone, as they say there. Aaron, it's interesting because the one turnover versus the penalty yards almost even themselves out, because those 78 yards really hurt West Holmes. I mean, that was a lot of penalty yards, but the rushing yards too. That was a huge plus for West Holmes tonight in those nights.
Well, that is the story tonight here from Arlin Field and the high school football game of the week on WMAN, powered by Stone Ridge in Lexington, where teamwork is one of their top core values. You can join their team at stoneridge.com/careers. Final score, West Holmes 20, Mansfield Senior 17. Thanks to everybody here at Arlin Field. OH Report, Travis Berardi and the guys, John Davis below, stat guru, best in the business, all he does. 50-yard line, great view, great crowd, and great football game.
Absolutely.
Tonight.
This was fun.
This was really good.
This was good old-fashioned American football right there.
This is what you sign up for.
Absolutely.
This was really good.
This could be every week.
Well, next week, West Holmes will be at Madison. Mansfield Senior next week hits the road to Tiffin, Columbia.
Wow. Mansfield going to Tiffin, that's going to be must-watch TV for some people. I'm telling you, that's going to be a great game. And I tell you what, man, Madison better get practicing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if this is what's rolling into town,
get ready, Rams. Get ready. Brett Shear and crew are on the way. Next week, WMAN, we will be in Shelby. It will be a MOAC matchup as the Whippets play host to Pleasant. That'll be our game of the week next week here on WMAN. Looking forward to seeing the Whippets.
And I know this is several weeks away, but I'm telling Aaron, I can't.
West Holmes Shelby week 8.
Gosh,
circled in red.
Guys, after what I've seen tonight in the toughness, I'll tell you what, man. West Holmes has a lot of respect for me and you, and I think the Tigers as well. And I thought Brett did a great job of being extremely respectful to his opponent tonight as well, because he knows he just went through this was a good old-fashioned back alley fight right here.
I love when players talk and they may have won, but they compliment the other team.
And Aaron,
I like that.
And that goes towards when you respect your opponents. And they're practicing hard, you're practicing hard, you come out and just lay it out here, you can walk off the field and just tip your head and say, you made one more play to me tonight. And I love that. I think that's great, and I think that if we were to bring Miles Bradley up here, he'd do the same thing. He would tip his hat because that's the type of character these kids have. I love seeing young people give that respect. I think sometimes fans get into their thing, whereas the players really respect each other.
Well, Mansfield Senior loses for the first time. They fall to 3-1. West Holmes stays perfect. They improve to 4-0. Once again, we appreciate you joining us tonight from Arlin Field. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Final score, one final time. It was West Holmes 20 and Mansfield Senior 17. Thanks for joining us as we say good night from Arlin Field.
Thank you.